Hello, BB Gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Wormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact.
I get the goods
Oh, Garmin's talking?
I'll even take him across the sea if needed.
Heck yeah.
So don't worry, you're in safe hands.
I know.
They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing.
I know I'm in safe hands. We're using Garmin today, and it's Garmin week, because this really does feel like a week of things like the Knave quest that affirms my love for Genshin and how deep Genshin has gone for me. And also, Garmin really represents the early stages of my playthrough so much, I feel like. Because the Lantern Rite that we didn't get to do at the start of this year when I started this game for the first time, and also this world quest that we didn't get to do. But we're going to be going to do it now. For the first time. We're actually going to be exploring Chenyu Vale properly this time, and also doing this world quest. But before we do that, there is a new banner, I believe. Mavuika. Okay, here's the thing. This is a character who is on the splash screen for Genshin, right? Like this is what you see like before you boot up Genshin, is the splash screen character. She's on a freaking motorbike, but she looks pretty sick, right? Like this is like a full-on like biker outfit. She's like glasses, she's like sunglasses too? What is Natlan? I really need to know what is Natlan at this stage. And we also have, oh my god, you look so sick. Sitali as well, Sitali. Starry Night's Whispers. And also Kachina, Benny is on the list too. And yeah, Diana is on it too. So here's the thing. Out of these two, I'm not doing the trials because we're so close to Natlan and I'm still, keeping away from spoilers. Yeah, like she looks freaking awesome. But I think that this is the character that was in the menu at the time. She looks really sick. So I guess, like, again, we're guaranteed a 5-star. If we want a Natlan 5-star before we go in here, we might. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what. So this is cryo, and we don't have a lot of cryo as well. Yeah, we have one wish. We have one wish. We'll do one wish and see where it goes. Imagine we got the 5-star. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, I obviously can't do the actual trials themselves for Natlan characters because of because I don't want to. I'm avoiding the music. I'm avoiding the landscapes. Some people might say, well, they don't feel like that's a spoiler and all this stuff, and like I totally get what you're saying. But from my perspective, we all have different interpretations of what spoilers are, and I'm so close to Natlan that I'm not going to be doing it now. She looks awesome. You look pretty sick as well. I just don't even know what Natlan is, because like this is like, oh yeah, that's like something you could see probably in the Genshin world. This is a motorbike. This is a motorbike, and that is sunglasses and a biker suit. Is Natlan like in the future? Is that what we're saying or something? Or maybe just like more advanced? I don't know. I have no idea, but it's super, super interesting of a design. In terms of the trials here then, I'm not going to read too much into these just in case. So as the Blazing Sun, yeah, she looks so freaking sick. Yeah, I'm not going to be looking too much into this stuff because I feel like that's not the smartest thing to do. So let's see. With the test runs, we can do Benny's and Diana's, but like it's honestly like not going to be. We could do that later because it doesn't really make much sense to do that now. I realize here that I'm calling her Sitali. There's an L in there. I'm very aware. I'm very aware. Still a beautiful name. So here as well, I know with this we can actually like see the characters themselves. I'm recording this well after this as well. So I guess, oh my god. Holy hell. Jesus Christ. I won't read the stories anyway. The artifacts. Okay, so let's see some idle animations, I guess, as well. She looks awesome. She looks so cool. Do you think we'll get another idle animation? Or no? Yeah, the hair is so nice. Jesus, look at it. Oh my freaking god, are you kidding me? Oh my god. She's so cool. And she just rests here. That's such a cool scene. Oh my god. And then we have, yeah, this character design is so cool as well. What is that? It's like a teddy bear and she's drinking. Oh no, this is a stunning character design. Is she getting drunk? You drinking? It's okay. It's okay. This is a beautiful character design. So stunning. The hair color is amazing. The colors of the outfit is so cool too. What's the weapon? Oh, magic user. Okay. Let's see if there's any more idle animations before we go with this. Oh my god, no! I definitely. I know. Oh my god, she's reading like a light novel. Look at this. She's incredible. She's incredible. She's incredible. Yeah, she's incredible. Yeah, I'm recording this well after this, by the way. But I wanted to put it all together, I guess. We can do another few wishes in this. I definitely want this. See if we can get this character. We can do one more wish at least. Okay. Such a cool character. Oh, we can do another wish. Yeah, I'll do another wish. Actually, I can go into the shop and buy the other ones as well. Yeah, that's one of my favorite character designs. What the hell's this? Oh my! Is that an outfit for Hu Tao? It is. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, the red and the white. You look so good. That is such a good idea. That is such a good idea for Hu Tao. We're gonna have to look at it later. We'll look at it later again. We'll definitely look at it more later. That's so cool. So, let's do this one first. We have 5 on this one. We might as well do this one first, see what we get. Tainari. Could you imagine getting Tainari? Tainari! Okay, we shouldn't skip it. We should get the reveal. Oh, Yao-Yao, okay. Very cool. A Yao-Yao constellation. Didn't expect that. Like, you know, I always like this banner a lot because you never know what you're gonna get sometimes. It's always interesting in that sense. I don't know what my pity is on this, but we could probably get, like, eventually could get Satali, I think. I'm guaranteed a 5-star. So no matter what, I'm guaranteed the next 5-star is not going to lose a 50-50. Okay, another 4-star. It's probably, let's guess. I'm not going to guess. Yes, the flute! The flute! We got the flute! Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, with all the wishes, I think I've done like maybe like 50 wishes. So I definitely think we can get Satali. By the time we get to Natlan as well, I'll have Satali there as well to level up as well. Yeah, for sure. I'm saying that is not. I don't think it's not even about being a possibility. I think we're on like 50 wishes or maybe even a little bit less. But in 20 days we can get Satali. I don't even know who she is. Obsidian Opluster. Very cool. Both very, very cool characters. So before I go as well, I want to talk about why I love these designs, or like why I love Satali's design, and why I also think that Malvika's design is like so freaking like striking and cool as well. This design here, like the colors of the hair, stunning, but like the face paint is so cool to me, and like the dress is actually like really, really pretty as well. Like at least the skirt is very pretty as well. Also, the drink in the can is very funny too, and this whatever this toy is also really adorable too. She looks like she's a lot of fun. She looks like she's a lot of fun. Yeah, I really like the design. The colors are really, really cool too. And the hair ties as well with the braids. With Malvika, I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's to the point that when I first saw it, I was like, that's sick. And then I was like, it was like almost like in shock. Cause it's like, what even is Natlan? It's a really sick, like looking bodysuit. The bike is really cool too, but I didn't know we were going to have motorbikes in Genshin. I think it's just so different from anything I've ever seen in Genshin. And that's why it's like striking me, you know, so much, you know? But her hair is beautiful. That's really freaking sick. The boots are freaking so cool as well. Like, I don't know. It's a cool design. I just wonder what you guys think about these designs too, because I heard before people don't like modern stuff sometimes in Genshin, like the jean shorts. What do you think about a full biker suit and a bike? What do you think about that, guys? Let me know. I think she looks cool. You know what I mean? I think she looks really cool. The hair design is really cool too. But my favorite of the two is Satali. I think Satali's design is really cool also. I love how she's just getting drunk on this teddy bear as well, as it's like trying to keep her up. She's sweet as heck. Look at this. So I said I wanted to take more of a look at Hu Tao's outfit, and really just like, it's actually like really detailed. Like, look at the boots are obviously amazing, and Hu Tao is just amazing in general.
Toodaloo.
But like the flower on the top, the red and the white goes so well together. It's so weird to see her in something that's not brown, and the glasses as well are so nice too. Look at the pattern on the tie. Yeah, look at her.
Churl, Billy Churl, silly Billy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Billy Churl. Ooh.
I adore this outfit. It's really, really nice. And I wonder if it's for the lantern rite coming up, maybe? Oh, look at the pattern on the top of the flowers on the hat as well. No, you deserve a really nice outfit. Like, her outfit's already amazing. I talked about how, like, the brown of her outfit made me realize that brown, like, is actually a really nice color on people. But maybe just on Hu Tao and Zhongli, I don't know. But yeah, look at the pattern on the tights. The boots are really cute as well. Freaking awesome. Hu Tao, I hope to give you as much outfits as you please, because this is a really nice outfit. The glasses are so sick.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Oh, there's like, yeah, the red pattern on the arm sleeve as well. Yeah. Immaculate.
And boom booms and mouth.
Yes.
And I need to tighten up that part.
Yeah, so my final thoughts on these banners, they both look pretty freaking sick. This is like such a beautiful design as well. This is like such a crazy cool design, if you know what I mean. Like, it's like not that this isn't a beautiful design either, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is like, exudes like this cool nature to her. Like, it's like so interesting because I'm like, what the hell is Natlan? And this character here is just like, I think it's just such an impeccable design. It's such a really, really sick design. And maybe it's just because I love the hair color and the color palette as well. It's really nice. But yeah, we don't know those characters personally. We don't know them at all. So that's always like a very, you know, interesting thing, because I think from your guys' perspective, like if some of you've already played Natlan, you're already at a stage where you know those characters well enough. And I'm coming in from a perspective of someone who doesn't, you know? And that's the way it always goes. Oh, this place is stunning, isn't it? We went into like these areas before, obviously, because we have some of this unlocked. But like, it feels like a different world as well. It feels like a different, well, I guess it is a different like village or region. Like the green here is a different green from what you get in Sumeru, right? It's very different. So I don't know if we only started this mission, right? So I don't know if I'll need like a, like look at this as well. Like the green of the world like tints the water a different color green too. I don't know if I need like a summary of what happened in this mission. Is there a summary here? You were asked by Adeptus Fujin to help investigate about. Yeah, that's it. That's what we'll go with. It's been so long, but we're gonna be doing this today as well. Such a beautiful location. It's so gorgeous. Youngsters, over here. You're finally here. Something the matter? Or are you young master, or are you the son of a young Commerce Guild's manager? I'm but a humble servant. The one besides me is in fact real. We're here to investigate. Oh my, so you're the Commerce Guild's young master? My apologies. I was considering only your wondrously fashionable oh, thank you. And your flying companion. Your conduct too was so unlike ours that I assumed that you must have come to Liyue Harbor to discuss matters with us. Lu, I am surnamed, and all the village call me Grandpa Lu. Apologize, recent years have not been kind. I have not even the tea to treat you to as guests. The Adepti will certainly not be satisfied with the tea ceremony this year. Grandpa Lu, the stuff right by you, aren't those tea leaves? Oh, it's really cool. The quality is far too lacking. How could I possibly serve such things to my guest? Speaking honestly, we are waiting for someone from the Feyun Commerce Guild, for we must discuss with them the tea leaf problem. They are our biggest customers after all. The crux of the matter is this batch of tea is simply unsatisfactory. Whether it be in the terms of taste or quantity, this is an open secret amongst the tea merchants. Oh, Luo, the village chief has also decided that no tea may be sold until the quality problem is solved. So they need to make so maybe that's to do with the soil as well. I've heard that the young master of the Commerce Guild is exceptionally smart and skilled. If he caught wind that this year's tea harvest was lacking in both quality and quantity, I thought he would come in person. Or if not, he'd send someone here. So here I wait. Anyway, the problem with the tea leaves, I believe, lies in the soil, okay. Problem with the soil? Indeed, I've lived here my whole life and worked with tea since I was but a wee lad. I can notice problems that others may miss. As I see it, and may Adeptus Fujin bless us, it must be an imbalance in our soil and water. Adeptus Fujin? So that was the Adeptus we talked to. So you've also heard the tale. That's quite rare, even among even among locals. Few remember. Many, many years. Look how pretty this is. Oh my god. Qixing Village. How do you pronounce it again? Qixing Village? Was nothing but a barren hill. Terrifying demons dwelt there. And was all thanks, or Kiaowing village, to the Adeptus Fujin that the demons were defeated, and the tea trees were planted, allowing our ancestors to come to live here. But if it's really a problem with the water and soil, then I don't know what we can do about it. That's why we've been asked to come and investigate. So does that mean you believe me, young master? Yes, I believe you. Is that so? Then this makes things easy. Come, I'll bring tea leaf samples and let's go have a talk with old Luo. Something wrong, Grandpa Lu? Young master and lady, if it isn't too much trouble, could you pretend you are from the Feiyun Commerce Guild when we are meeting old Luo? Village Chief Luo is a good person, but how to put this? He puts more trust in machines, cultivation techniques, fertilizer, and things like that. I mentioned imbalancing the soil and the water, and we parted in bad terms. But if it's young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I guess I can give it a try. It doesn't seem like a good plan to Paimon. Don't worry. Even if he sees through it, it's nobody's idea but mine. None of the blame shall fall on you. Yeah, is what Hu Tao says, by the way. Hu Tao says a lot. This is really cool. So here we go. This is the quest we're starting. We talked. I remember what the Adeptus looked like, right? I think I do anyway. It was like literally like back in February when we started this quest. So pretty. Like, it's actually stunning. And I think like nighttime actually does this place a lot of justice too, because it feels like almost ethereal in a way, like with the smoke on the water and the green tint of the water. Like, it looks so freaking pretty. And coming in with Gamin, it feels right? Like, it feels perfect. Look at this place, man. This whole week is feeling a lot of like full circle stuff, even though we're still like 3.5 weeks away from Natlan, I'd say about 3.5 weeks in terms of stuff we're doing, in terms of the schedule, my schedule that I made. I really feel as though like this does feel like a full circle. This week feels like a full circle moment in a way with the quest that we're doing, whether it be reacting to the lantern rite or whether it be, I love the way the rolling hills happen in this game too. It's a beautiful tree also. I could live here. I could live here. Like, you know, we always talk about where we live. I think Fontaine or here would be like two of my favorite places. But yeah, at the like the Lanternite, which was around when I started the game. Or Gamin, who was one of the first characters that we obtained. And not only that, but one of the first characters we ever met in like that fashion. Like, he was the first ever event character we had a full conversation with, I'd say, as well. It feels super, super nostalgic. Uncle Lou, this batch still isn't any good. They're not fragrant enough when you dry them, and they get so dry and brittle that you can't even put them in a roller. Even the ones that survive the secondary processes come out on the other end in complete disaster. Are you sure it isn't a problem with the machine? Are you sure you haven't forgotten how to operate it? What a thing to say! How could you dare be? How could we dare be careless, with you looking over our shoulder? Huh. How could you indeed? It's Grandpa Lou. Didn't get back to work. And this respectable looking young man is, they like me here in Chenyu Vale a lot. The disciple of Gua. So wait, is that, he's talking about, I should have realized that. Is he talking about, Xingqiu? Maybe. I think so. It's been so long. That quest is a really long time ago as well. What the heck? And you even proclaimed yourself a member? I shouldn't have done that. Remember the Gua clan? This is the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. He really likes reading and wandering hero for novels for fun. And the landscape of the Chenyu Vale is filled with a mysterious mystique. It must have gone to his head. This is my servant. It will suffice to call her Mini Pie. No way, man. What the hell? That's a call. Okay, I guess we're keeping up a character. Mini Pie? What's Mini Pie? Oh, in that case, welcome. I guess like it was a rare treat indeed. We have been quite reliant on the assistance of the Commerce Guild for many years. But as for what's happened this year, I suspect you've already heard about it. What's wrong? You look pretty miserable. Did Jin mess up the work again? You old mocking me again. My apologies, dear guests. Normally I would invite guests from afar to sample our new teas, but this year's batch, well, you know. No tea? Are you seriously gonna let me, the young master? No need to stand on ceremony, Chief Luo. We're here to help. Oh my god, we're trying to play up a character? No, let's not go too far into it. Yeah, the young master's very concerned about tea leaves, so there's no need to be tied up with the formalities, Chief Luo. Very well. To tell you the truth, this batch of tea leaves is no good either. can't be dried, and I can't tell if they were bad when they were picked, or if it's a problem with the machine in our workshop.
How is that difficult? Why not just use some old leaves you have in stock and see if the product you get from drying them is any different? If the product is normal, then you know it isn't a problem with the machine.
Seriously, I've told you before, forget it! As we have important guest presents down, I'll give you a method to try. Jin, do you have any fresh tea leaves remaining from the older batches?
There's some in the warehouse. What's up?
What's up? What's up? Oh, good one. We've been talking here for a good long while now, and you weren't listening to a single word, were you? Jesus, man. He's very under pressure, you can tell. He has a lot of pressure going on right now. Go fetch some older batches and process it along with some of the newer stuff that Grandpa Lou brought using the machine. Don't you dare skip a single step. I'll be watching you.
After a bit, Jin brings back 2 batches of freshly dried tea.
How about this? I see our 2 guests are quite young. They might prefer snacks to tea tasting. Why not turn these 2 batches into tea cakes? The quality of each will be evident in a single taste. What do you think, old Luo?
Agreed. We'll do just that, Jin. Listen up. Take these 2 batches of tea leaves and make them into different tea cakes. 1 cake from each batch. Don't you dare even get a single leaf mixed up.
Yes, sir, Uncle Luo. You want me to mix them all together into 1 cake?
Oh, fuck. I can't even.
Okay, he did give you a direct... Like, that there is a direct order. And I believe he's literally said, make them into 2 batches of tea leaves and make them into 2 different tea cakes. Like, I understand, like, I have a hard time hearing things sometimes too, like, or hearing things correctly sometimes too. That's a direct order, my friend. At least he asked, though. I will say that. At least he asked and just go off and make a mistake, you know? I think that's fair. I'm not going to kill him over it. Everyone makes mistakes.
Sorry for the long wait. We got both tea cakes here. Let's try them one at a time, shall we?
Well, how's the taste?
The first one tasted a bit strange, but the second one was delicious. You're seriously gonna let the young master eat? I kind of want to play up this thing here. Should we a little bit? We never get to do this type of stuff, but then again, I don't want to go too far into it. Let's see what the response is in the first one, then we'll see. Hey, knock it off, or yeah, I agree. I, the young master, share Minnie's pie opinion.
The tea cake from the tea we had in stock tastes fine. Alright, you win. So according to you, the tea processing machinery is fine. In other words, the problem is with the tea itself. This new batch of tea, it's just not as good as before.
So the water and the soil?
But perhaps the cauldron is the problem. It's an old and into disrepair, which must have offended the Adeptus, causing the tea to deteriorate.
I am telling you this right now. Most Adeptus would not be offended by the cauldron. Just the ones we know anyway, would not be offended by the cauldron.
No, it's the soil and water. It's the elements that nourish the soil,
Enough. Let's get that technician in charge of the tea cauldron in here first. It's that Fontanian, oh wow. The one from Fontaine Research Institute. What is it again? Oh, his name is such a pain to pronounce. Jin, go get her, would you? Jin?
Jin's off again.
Where did that lazy loafer abscond to this time? That brainless nitwit, I was going to have him go to Yunglong Wharf and search for our technician.
Not like a, I don't know, it seems that Jin is a bit of an airhead, maybe, or maybe someone who just, like, gets distracted very easily, which, like, I can relate sometimes too, you know what I mean? Like, but here's the thing, like, I when I'm doing my job, obviously, like, I wouldn't get, that distracted in terms of, like, if I was doing the tea. But then again, it's probably hard work. I can see that Uncle Lou is under a lot of pressure. He is, like, under, you can hear the pressure in his, like, well, not hear the pressure, but see it in his dialogue. Would you specifically need someone to from Fontaine to fix it?
Well, whether in Liyue or Fontaine, most things powered by elemental energy work on more or less the same principles.
Yeah, by the way, I want to say as well, like, I don't think anyone should be, like, rude to their employees. I want to make that perfectly clear. I hope it didn't make it sound like I was saying that. From my perspective, I just think it's very funny that he's, like, mixing up, like, direct orders. Like, that he gave him a direct order for 2 tea cakes, right? Yeah. I know, I just think it's funny.
If a Fontaine engineer can fix it, so can our thaumaturgies. It just so happens that Miss Old Moon Tianyi likes to travel around Liyue, passes through here every so often, and loves to offer her services. So as far as this round of tea cauldron maintenance, well, let's leave it to her. So you see, honored guest, I'm really sorry, but I need to trouble you to go to Yulon Wharf and find the technician, Miss Oatboon Tanti. It's more likely that she's not found herself a show there, so she can't tear her eyes off.
Okay. How could you possibly dare to ask our guests to do such a thing?
Oh, Lou, you misunderstand me. Our guests already had business to attend to at the Yulon Wharf. I would just be passing along a message on the way. It's nothing really.
Really, I have no problem doing it. I have no issue doing it whatsoever. Is that so?
Is that so?
It would seem so. I love the dialogue in this. I'm truly sorry. Then if you would honor guests, Olu, I'll leave it to you in the company to accompany them.
Is he gone?
Oh,
Yeah, thanks for the hard work. You scared old Lou so much that he was jumping at his own shadow. You mentioned earlier that you were to investigate the water and soil, right? Best head over the Yulon Wharf then. It isn't far from the headwaters, and there are runes left by the Adeptus on the way, so if you're looking for clues, they're your best bet. As for passing on this to Old Man T, well, please lend a hand, would you? Give old Lou some peace of mind so he doesn't worry himself to death.
yeah, I can tell he's really worried. Even Mini Pie can handle things so trivial. But Mini Pie can do anything. Mini Pie, what am I... Paimon could do anything. Why are you still acting? The show's over, and what's with calling Paimon Mini Pie anyway? No, I'll call you Paimon from now on. That's, yeah. Anyway, just leaving us. You can rest easy, Grandpa Lou.
Such great kids you are, really great kids. Alright, I noticed you two really enjoyed the tea cake. Would I teach you the recipe? Why don't I teach you the recipe? Next time you come by to buy some quality tea, leaves, you'll be able to make some for yourself. In any case, safe travels. Be careful on the mountain paths, mind you don't slip.
Thank you so much. So such an interesting, like, conversation there altogether. Like, what we had there was, clearly, like, a bunch of people who feel like they're under pressure. It feels like a bunch of people are under pressure, and then what happens is when you're under pressure, especially with, like, old Lou and old Luo, like, what's probably happening as well is, like, while I think, like, you know, like, Jin means no harm. He means no harm whatsoever, and he's not trying to be, like, a bit of an airhead, right? I think that what's happening with him... Follow the golden carp? Oh, what? Holy, okay. Okay, yeah. I don't know if we've done this before because it's been so long, but, like... It is like Adeptal energy, I guess. Is that what they're saying? It's like a... Yeah, we did do this before. Oh my god, I think we did do this. Oh my god, it feels like so long ago. How do you do this again? Because it's been so long. Just a square? Okay. It's been so long since you did something like that. Oh my god, the runes are beautiful. But yeah, like, you can tell the pressure people are under. And I think what happens is when someone, like, is not fully taking their job fully seriously sometimes, even though, again, I would never be, like, rude to poor Jin or anything like that. It can definitely feel like it's like, man, like everything will annoy you. Absolutely everything will frustrate you. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like it's like one of those things where it's like,
Let me weave you a verse.
they're probably feeling that as well, where it's like, oh, Jin, please just do this here. And then like as you can see with old Louis, he is feeling it for sure. So solve the puzzle. So scenes of flowing lotuses. Use the depth energy to light the lotus lamps strewn about the rivers. Use the lotus lamp's auspicious light to briefly light nearby lanterns. Adeptal energy can be used to pack up a lotus lantern, such as it can light all lotus lanterns in the area around you, or to place in a suitable location. If you can light all the lotus lanterns in a single area at once, something marvelous might happen. Okay. So what was the actual command there as well? Sorry, the command. Was there a button? Use adeptal energy to light the lotuses. Oh, like this. Okay. So we need to, like, move the lotuses so they're lighting everything. Is that correct? Oh, no. I know what to do. Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong button. I know what to do now. Sorry there, Goblin. So we need to get it into a space where, like, it lights up everything. Like this. Yeah. And that's what, I remember, that's what she looked like. Okay, I'm so glad that's what I was remembering in my head. That's so cool.
Wonder, Paimon, you two are indeed brilliant. As expected, upon seeing my dissipated adeptal energy, you immediately understood the situation.
Of course, we're super duper experienced adventurers, you know. Still, why didn't you say anything sooner? You didn't just forget, did you?
She looks amazing. She looks absolutely incredible.
About that, should not the path of Adeptus be full of challenges? 'Tis merely a test of wisdom.
Call me the master test taker. It was you who brought us here. Yeah, you brought us here, yeah.
Speaking of which, just what's the problem with the soil and the water you mentioned before? Grandpa Lou was also so sure that this was behind the deteriorating quality of the tea leaves. Yes, you too have seen the village. Should the quality and the quantity of the leaves continue to decline, so will the village. Until finally, in the years to come, it will degenerate back into what it was a millennium before, a desolate mountain forest.
I understand what you mean. Like, it's going to turn back, it's going back in time?
That's kind of hard to wrap your head around. Can bad tea really destroy the village? It's true, the Lord of Geo would not stand idly by as disaster befell. Were the sky to collapse, the conqueror of demons and other Adepta would do their almost to support it.
Yes. So he's talking about Xiao and Zhongli.
Should the waters on the Yulong Wharf breach the dikes of the flood, Liyue Harbor would aid the villagers.
Yes.
But without tea, this stretch of mountains would, or the village would, rather, would lose its very reason to exist in human eyes.
That makes sense. You put it like that, Paimon understands. So is she saying that, like, if it loses all its purpose, like the tea that comes from here, why would people care about it? Why would the humans care about it? Is that what we're saying?
So you're two will helping me correct the imbalance in the water and soil? Yes, 100%. Very well. That's excellent. Your willingness is commendable, and one is quite grateful to you both. Now back to business. When it comes to how to resolve,
I love the design of this character. The disharmony in the soil and the water. One is indeed well aware of what to do.
First, you two must go up against the currents and seek jade treasures thrown to the waters. In the end, we must perform the ancient Ranja's rite once more, dispelling the miasma that has settled over the mountains and fields and into the rivers and restoring the water veins. Okay, got it, but how do we do the ritual? Adeptus Fujin, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. As for the ritual, it's still a bit early for that. Well then, we'll see each other later.
So that's fine, okay. And she's gone. According to her, we need to go against the current. That just means upstream, right? The same direction as Yulong Wharf. Let's go. This is so interesting to me because, like, it's such an interesting topic because... Oh, who is that? Wait, what? Who is that? Someone's watching us. It's such an interesting topic to me.
Where do you want this stuff delivered to, boss?
Because we have a... like they talked about how, like, yes, Xiao would come and help if the sky was falling, right? You know, look how pretty this is. Holy crap. This smoke just makes it like, it's, you know, it's very Liyue-esque, right? But, like, it's a different, like, shade, right? It feels different. Like, Zhongli would help, you know, if something happened to Liyue Harbor and stuff like this, and, like, the people, you know, would stop the flooding from happening. But if the tea is gone from here, it's like, what does this place have in their eyes? You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just an interesting topic to even bring up. We might as well, we're gonna walk. We can warp there. We're gonna walk because we're gonna get this stuff along the way. So freaking cool. So freaking cool. Okay, strange merchant. I need to upgrade his weapon, obviously, a little more as well.
Oz, reveal thyself.
There you go. You're too kind. This is farewell. I hope we meet again. Yeah, he's probably gonna give us Oh no, I think he does. Okay, well, that's actually quite a good bit of Mora, especially for someone who's like, oh my god, he's doing fishing. I don't want to interrupt him. Let's go around. He's just doing a bit of fishing. Wait. Look at that bird. Are you... So we've seen these type of guys before, right? But I saw them for the first time when I went into the desert. So is this a case where like I would have seen them well beforehand?
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Witness the power of Google.
If I went to Chenyu... Now, the thing is, like, I'm very glad that I waited to do the Chenyu Vale stuff. I'm so glad I waited. And I'll stand by that decision so much so because Like, I think the reason why this quest makes so much sense as to why we're so willing to just instantly help this Adeptus like this, is genuinely because like we've encountered so many Adeptus so far, and they're referencing so many Adeptus, they're referencing so many things. If we would have done it back then, it just wouldn't have made as much sense and wouldn't have hit as hard, I feel like. Because our characters are legit just like, yeah, we've talked to Adeptus before, this makes sense, don't worry about it, we'll get it done. And I feel like that's actually like a very important thing to note about this stuff. Oh boy. I'm totally okay with like fighting these guys just because like I'm trying to get practice with this team.
By royal decree.
Is Oz shooting off? He is.
Many happy returns.
Again, I wonder like if you guys can give some pointers on like, because again he's doing damage, but I wonder if like I'm just not doing as much as I should be with combat. I think with the burst I just have to keep jumping up and down, right? That's just it.
Ring cutter.
As you wish, main
Like
for
this.
life.
Mighty mythical beast.
And I think a lot of it is going to come down to reactions, right? Yeah, like it's fine. Like I just want to make sure I'm getting everything right because I have a lot of elemental mastery on him. So I'm assuming that a lot of it's going to come down to like trying to get as much reactions as possible, like, you know, between that and then like this, like say like the burn out of, like, you know, doing everything before we use Goblin is probably the best example of what I'm thinking of here. Yeah. Nice.
Oz, reveal thyself.
The other guys are like,
I'm just doing my fishing. Please help us, brother. You guys started a fight. I'm just doing my
What
fishing.
trinkets lie
I'm
veiled
just
within
doing
this
the
desolate
fishing over
plain?
here. Please, brother. They have fischl. You think that's gonna encourage me to go over there? She's gonna kill me. For she is a princess in the Vertalung.
oh my god, I cannot believe we even have this stuff as well here. It's so freaking neat. Yeah, we'll do it, like, I think we can definitely do, like, in the cleanup episode, we're going to be exploring, like, the rest of Chenyu Vale. Obviously, want to do the world quest today as well. And take a look around here as we're going forward. Like, there's some really pretty stuff here. Like, some really gorgeous stuff. We literally have not been in this village since, like, the first time we came here. Like, legitimately, we have not been here. Now, this video might be very long, by the way. It might be. But, I'm totally willing to just go until we finish this mission as well. I'm not sure how long it is. Look how pretty that is as well. This game is stunning all the time. Like, it's even in like the times where it's like, you know, you go to like a world that's like not like the brightest or the, you know, I guess like to get up there we have to go up this bridge, right? So we would have to travel from here, from the mountain. So maybe if we go up here and then across from here and then we can go right in there. Yeah, that's the best way to go about it. Yep. That's fine. Right now as well, I like, for me, when it comes to like getting a lot of this stuff done, before we go in here, I'm still not rushing. You know what I mean? I'm still taking my time. But also as well, like, I have no issues with like, I guess we could just go up this way, couldn't we? Yeah. Right now I'm also like in a state where I'm like, I have no issues with like just making longer videos as well, because we do have like a lot. We have a lot of stuff to do. We do. I'm super excited. You know, people have been asking about the lantern, right? Originally I was like, okay, we'll definitely have to do it, but people have said that they're gonna play it for a bit and then let me know exactly what's in it. Wait, this is not the way we go. We have to go this way. Yeah, we should get up here. Let me know what's in it, and then like let me know if it's okay to play. If I just have to skip some parts, and it'll be fine.
Cool. This stuff looks dope.
The joy I would have would be to be able to do my first lantern ride. It would make me over the moon. It would make me so happy. You kidding me?
Teamwork is dream. Let me weave you a verse. No, my soul. By royal
Like that. Yeah, like that type of reaction is good as well. Yeah.
Replace my
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
And the thing is, like I guess no. You know what the thing is? Use Benny first. Yeah, that's a big. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. 100% use Benny first, because like Benny is like interrupted is using a reaction as well.
Things come to those who
So okay,
wait.
let's try that again. Actually, the next time we see an enemy, so we'll go Benny first, then Fischl, then Zing Shou, and then Gamin. I think that's the best way to go about it. Because obviously when we're using Benny right after we're like, right before we use Gammon, Gammon's not going to get the full effect of his like fire reacting with something else, especially when he has such good elemental mastery. We've been here before. We were here for the Lantern Rite, and we did like literally, I think it was like only like a half an hour worth of stuff in like the Lantern Rite, and we're actually going to get to see the full thing now this week. Because this came with the Lantern Rite, right? And of course Gammon, who's a character who I adore greatly. A perfect design as well. Like Gammon is like a perfect design. There's no doubt in my mind that he's a perfect design. His hair is just beautiful. Such a soft, like, lovely, like, look to him as well. Look at this. Like, it's like easy protagonist. Easy JRPG protagonist. There's the technician. Such a beautiful place, isn't it?
Though I don't understand the least, I think it's amazing. Just watching her stand there singing or sing while walking around, or sing while sitting and then sing while she lifts her head and slowly lets it fall, all while carelessly singing. I really don't know what kind of magical powers the old lady has, babbling, chanting, singing, and reciting, and crying. I haven't got a clue what she's saying, but it's amazing. Little Mao, can you understand? Little Mao. That's just how opera singing is, and weren't there the right scene, fight scenes later? There was one dude who could do 88 flips and tricks. Did we meet Little Mao before?
Oh, I'm gonna feel so bad if I did. I feel like we saw Little Mao before. Maybe not. Like the paint on the face is really cool. But guys, please correct me. You know. Yeah, it's great. It's just a shame I don't understand a thing. A whole bunch of people fighting and jumping all over the place, all super flashy and such. One on one, several all fighting each other. 5 or 6 taking turns. It's just almost addictive. Hello, we're looking for a technician from Fontaine. Chief Lua and Grandpa Lu said, what name did they give us? Montagnier? Yep, that sounds like Grandpa Lu. You alright? Sent you alright. Just call me, Juan Te Monte? I'm a free, how te Montague. So wait, maybe that's how you pronounce it. Huao Montagnier. Juan Montagnier. So it's O Moutanier. Okay, O Moutanier. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. We've been to Fontaine already. I'm the young master of the Crafeon Commerce Guild. I'm armed to aid the oppressed in their moment of need, disciple of Gua. What do you mean you're from the Gua clan? Alright, so he's Wander and Paimon's Paimon. It's Grandpa Lou who said is looking for you.
Mr. Wander, Miss Pai, hello. I'm Little Mao, a friend in the mountains.
That's what his name means. Otsamanyu. Umontanye.
Can be hard to pronounce, so I asked Little Mao just to call me that. Really? Quite interesting, the pair. How did you meet?
It's quite fortuitous. Last year I went to the mountains in the south for a spell and got lost in the fog. A huge beast the size of the name of Cal Ensenyulue was glaring at me. And I thought I was done for, but then a kid suddenly shouted at me and I followed the sound through the mist and got out and was saved. Otherwise, I would have been eating, and just like that, my family in Fontaine wouldn't even have been able to claim compensation on my account. I know more about what goes on in the mountains than the grown-ups. I love the face paint.
Is that so? You're amazing, Little Mao.
Otamanye, Grandpa Lou and Chief Lou are looking for you.
Alright, got it. I'll be there in a jiffy. All the shows here are just too good. I ended up watching several, one right after the other. And how many legs have fallen asleep? But I just can't understand a word. What sort of stories are they telling? It's about how way back when a huge carp and a monster from the mountains fought. You kill me, I kill you story. In the end, everyone dies.
Crazy.
That's a pretty concise summary, but I don't talk about killing and dying so much, Little Mao. If you think about that kind of stuff too often, you might become a villain when you grow up. Since those in Cajun Village are waiting for me, it's time for you to go. See you later. Let's go watch the shows here again when you're about to head back to Fontaine.
Little Mao. How about you?
What are you two going to do? To be honest, we're not quite sure how to explain it. The water and the sun in Chenyu Vale are kind of out of whack, and we need to care for everything in Chenyu Vale to get better. I get it. Miss Paimon is trying to say we need to restore nature? That's right, you really are amazing, Lamau. You got it right away. Restoring nature, you say. Did someone talk to you about that? That's right, a friend who was always taking care of me told me. She wants to restore nature too. If you restore nature, everything will get better. So I want to help too. She also told me about you two. Oh, you seen her too? You mean my friend? Of course, silly Miss Paimon. How could we be friends if I'd never seen her? Fair point. That makes things easier. I actually want to... Paimon remembers we need to find the jade treasures in the water, and then do some Rajan and right. But even though we've come upstream, we still haven't found any clues. I know, come with me, I'll show you where to look. Is it really that easy? Little Mao, your friend wants to restore nature, right? Yeah, she told me a lot. Such as stories from the village before the village. How the tea trees came to be, and more. She said that things will get worse and worse in Chenyu Vale if the natural order isn't restored. Looks like we're on the same page then. Little Mao, you just said you knew where we could find the leaves, right? Yeah, I don't know if it'll help, but when you mentioned the jade treasures and the rain jade and stuff, I just thought of it. Come with me. Yep, let's go. Let's go. This is so interesting, man. We're back in Chenyu Vale. And are we going out of Chenyu Vale? Yes, we're going back over here. Okay, that's fine. Such a beautiful location. Yeah, the design's so familiar. Was this in the World Quest already? And it's just been so long? It might have been so long at this stage, guys. It sounds so familiar. I'm gonna feel so bad if it's someone I forgot about. Because again, we've played over like 180 episodes of the series with like 20 episodes of really it's like 200 episodes full if you count all the reacts. It's been, you know, nearly 12 months we played this game. It's gonna be 12 months this month. So like I reserve the right to forget some stuff. We've done so much over 12 months. We've done 4 years worth of a game over 12 months. The cavern behind the waterfall? Are you serious? There's a secret cavern behind the waterfall? Oh, it's blocked off?
Rain? Oh man, I hope I brought the laundry yet.
The Adeptus energy? Adeptus energy? Wait, there's something we can break it?
Congratulations!
Adeptus energy. Oh, like this over here? Try entering the waterfall. I know there's Adeptus energy above there. I can see there's something there, but it's like blocked off. Let's go up top and see if that's what they mean, because I saw some Adeptus energy on top here. Let's go up top to get this. I could be wrong though. The rain, like again, the Chenyu Vale does really good in the rain. Like it looks amazing in the rain, right? Oh, it's literally just this. Okay. Okay. Oh, and this here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. So sick. That looks so good. That looks so sick. Little Mao. Yeah, I think there was some next time. I think Little Mao was the reason I recognize Little Mao so much. Is like it must be from the start of the quest. Again, it has been like how long? Like it has been nearly 12 months. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So you just at least left him behind. I think Little Mao was like a character we met at the start because like we're so comfortable with him as well. That it must be. That's so crazy though. Like you know like after 12 months. I recognize, like, that's how good this game is. Even though, yeah, it's normal to forget. If you started a quest and didn't do it for 12 months, I think it's so normal to not remember a character from it. But this game is so good, even at, like, NPC design sometimes, that, like, I recognize, like, the face paint and the name, and I was like, that has to be something, right? You know? I'm sitting in my chair like L from Death Note right now, I'll be honest with you guys. This happens, like, usually, like, an hour into any episode. I'm like, okay, time to become a cretin. So pretty, the wall designs. It's the clue I wanted to show you before, right here. So gorgeous. What antivat is that? It's covered in moss, and Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. It looks like it's like water. There wasn't any moss last time I came here. No need to worry, little Mao. It's so humid here that no wonder no wonder there's moss growing everywhere. There must be a way to clear it away. Okay, so we can clear the moss away? Maybe like burn it? Or just adeptal energy. Me doing everything the brute force way. It's so pretty. Holy hell. Look, Wander. It's a scene of the ancient people attending the festival and performing a ritual. Pretty different from the festivals you have today, huh? Although the grown-ups in the city and the village all say that the Lord of Geo was the first to arrive in Chenyu Vale, I've heard that the people in the picture actually got here even earlier than he did. People back then used to throw bits of magic jade into the river, and they'd float along until they sank to the bottom. They saw it as a way to guarantee good weather and prevent the river from flooding, and ensure that that the soil will be fertile. Based on what we previously discussed, I'm guessing this Chenyu Vale will only be fixed after we found some jade that was thrown into the river in ancient times. That makes sense, doesn't it? Wow, you're so knowledgeable. Was your friend also the one who told you these stories? You rule about. That's a first-class guiding material right there. Yeah, 100%. Little Mao is a local, so of course he understands this place better than Paimon. I love that we're always like that. We're like, we put our faith in the hands of the locals all the time. I love it. And it's the right way to go about it. They know this place better than us, as Paimon says. Yep, and everyone will be really blessed and live happily ever after, and all that. I much prefer hearing stories about ancient wars and battles. She told me that the warriors back then were all giants who were over 10 feet tall. And the warriors of Chenyu Vale were covered in tattoos, and they had these massive jade axes that could chop a person in half in the blink of an eye. And the Millid, led by none other than the Lord of Geo himself, were even tougher. They clad themselves in suits of armor that weighed over 1,000 pounds.
Jesus.
With hundreds of pound spears. Apparently everyone was at war by then, so much that the Bishu River turned to crimson red. That's an incredible, sad, but terrifying image. But all this stuff is so interesting to learn. It's so freaking cool. Later on, the mountains to the south became full of ghosts from that era. Even now, those who wander through the mountains might still be able to catch their singing on the wind.
So cool. This is so cool. I don't want to call her Mini-Pie again, but I also don't want to insult him. Yeah, it sounds terrifying. Otamanye, right? You shouldn't dwell on this stuff all the time. There's no way grown-ups would tell us these stories. They always say we're too young to hear them, or that they'll turn us rotten and stuff like that. I don't believe that's entirely true. Personally, I watched horror movies, but again, I watched horror movies as a kid, and I feel like, you know, I mean, it's probably the reason why I love horror movies now. And I think it always depends on the individual, right? But I'm old enough already. Hearing a story is not going to turn me into a monster. Besides, there aren't many adults still around who know these stories anyway. If my friend hadn't told me, I wouldn't even know these stories about this picture. Okay, fine, then I guess we'll move on. So the grown-ups were right to say that the aged people threw jade into the river from somewhere high up. But where exactly? And where did all the jade flow off to? That's an interesting question too. I love that he's like, he has all this information as a kid, but then he's asking all the very curious questions that everyone should have. That sometimes we lose that when we get older, right? The curiosity we have. Well, it must have sunk to the bottom, right? It's not that simple. If it was thrown off somewhere upriver and it even sank to the bottom, it would still be pushed downriver by the current, let alone after so many years. Besides, I've never heard talk of any ancient ritual jade being found upriver. Chenyu Vale is a small place after all. After having such rumors, everyone would already know about them. You know so much. You're a future scholar, Martina, for sure. Yeah, it's a really, in my opinion, healthy curiosity. Well, what if I don't want to be a scholar? They don't learn much more, and it sounds like no fun. Then become a traveler just like us. What could be more fun than adventuring around the world? Seeing as we know the side of the Run Jade's right, what should we do next? Why don't we go somewhere high up to take a look? Let's observe how the river flows. If you want to see how the river flows, maybe we should go to try the tall watchtower or Yulong Wharf. You're a clever one, Miss Paimon. Of course. Okay, let's head out. All right, let's go. I am a very big fan. Oh, wow, we're here.
Great, sun's out.
Interesting.
About time we had some dry heat.
Took us right here.
So muggy lately.
So we learned a bit from that scene there, that with you know, looking at the mural there. And I guess like one of the coolest things is like obviously like the difference between the Chenyu Vale warriors and the Lord of Geo's warriors, but also like as well the idea that they were there long before the Lord of Geo was there. And also like I really like think it's interesting from Mao's perspective where he's like, I would like I love the stories about battles and war more than I love the ones that have a happily ever after, which is like a very interesting thing for a kid to say. But I think most kids would like be like, yeah, I want to hear the cool stories, the really cool stories as well, you know? I also love the cultural stuff of like throwing the jade into the water, because that's just such a simple thing of like, we want things to be better. And that's like, that was like a common practice with a lot of cultures, you know, offerings and things like that like assured like good weather or good crops or, you know, something like that. Like, and obviously sometimes they would like go too far with like maybe sacrificial stuff and stuff, I guess. But again, it was all like this historical stuff. Like no one had, like, I think I talked about before how like, it like right now it seems so weird to worship the sun, but it's like this thing that gives life to everything. It's not uncommon for people to be like, oh my god, that is God, right? That is the creation of all things. Now it seems silly, but at the time it seemed pretty normal. Just like offering stuff like putting jade into a river, while that's like could be something in Genshin that would work, because you can make offerings to Adepti with food and stuff like that. Here, like, it would make perfect sense as well, because like offering something, because again, this isn't the real world. This is Genshin. It's real in this world. So it's not like it's something that like is like, oh, they were silly for doing that. Like, I wonder if it even worked. It like, offerings are a thing in Genshin. They are a thing in Genshin. So cool to learn about all this stuff. And like the imagery of the blood red rivers and the battles and all that took place. So freaking sick to hear about. So sick to hear about.
Look up from here. You can clearly see the water moves faster through those narrows than it slows down again and the river widens out. The jade must have stopped there. We should find what we're looking for there.
This is so high up.
Wow, you're such a real whiz kid. Paimon's been wandering though. What's that massive thing in the distance?
Yeah, look at it.
That used jade man is a legendary jade ring that the Adeptus threw into the water.
So they threw this, oh my god. So like, yeah, they're throwing jade into the water. This is like a gigantic piece of jade.
But the river curves around there, so the currents should actually speed up.
But the river gradually gets wider there.
Yeah, so the rapid flow around the bend might have resulted in things being deposited along the convex bank where it widens. This kid is so smart! So there actually is a good chance that the jade is at the bottom of the river somewhere around Jademouth. Of course, that's assuming that the course of the river hasn't been artificially altered. Not to mention, there's a fisherman legend that goes something like, jade shall rise from a sunken mount, or something like that. Anyway, let's go over there and take a look around first. Compared to little Mao, Paimon feels like he's completely out of her depth. He is like, his general curiosity and appreciation of the culture and learning about the past is the reason why, like, I feel like he's gone to the point where he knows so much stuff. But have you ever had that, like, where you like talk to like a nephew or a cousin who's like 8 years old and they'll tell you every single fact about a freaking shark and you're like, what? Like, I feel like I didn't know this as a kid, you know? Like, kids can be like sponges. They really can. It's because my friend is amazing. She knows everything there is to know about mountains. And she taught me loads too. That's how I learned so much.
You're on for... No, don't worry about it too much, Paimon. Yeah, it's okay. That's right. Paimon has lots of other strengths. Exactly. I mean, like, Mao was just really, really smart about this culture, which is really cool.
Whatever the case, let's go down on get a bamboo raft. Oh yeah, Jademouth, here we come.
So cool. So cool. Yeah, this is a really interesting quest. Like, especially like bringing up like the histories of wars and like how like there's so many ghosts now just left behind singing. Like, so freaking cool. It's so cool. And that mural itself was already really pretty as well. So pretty. Yeah, like I said, I'm not like, because I always like worry. I always feel like I'm like, when I say stuff like, you know, they were making offerings, and I compare it to how real life, how like, you know, it might not be a real thing, but I also do appreciate it sometimes, the past and the history of that stuff, where it's like when you offer gold to the sun, or when you offer like, you know, this thing to this thing, obviously like sacrifices stuff like that, where like that's another story altogether. But I do think it's like such a beautiful thing, because in Genshin World it's like it makes perfect sense. If you can offer food to an Adepti, offering fancy jade to like the waters as well, for good crops, for good weather, for all this stuff, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense, and it's such a cool thing to hear about. Someone coming aboard? Where's that little Mao? Come on, I'll take you. It seems that little Mao is well liked here.
All right, Bowman, take us to the Jademouth.
All right, Jademouth it is. The other two, you're tourists? Yeah. Well, if you're here for sightseeing, there's not many locals who head that way.
You could say that, Mr. Bowman. Are there any stories about Jademouth that I haven't heard before?
Look, always looking for new stories is little Mao. Always looking for new things to learn about.
Knowing you and knowing what you love your stories, kiddo, you must have heard them all by now. Tell me more, tell me more.
Yeah, he loves this stuff. Thank God for us.
All right then, well, I've heard them mention that Jade was left behind by Rex Lapis.
When he marched here to save the people of Chenyu Vale, legend has that to prevent the naval advance from downstream, the local Adepti.
You're making up as you go along, Gramps. There's no way that Liwei's navy came up this river.
I've heard that jade was formed by a piece of jade left by a giant carp. Oh my god, this is so like when a kid, like, you're at the family get-together, the kid corrects you.
In those days, a baddie god tried to redirect the river down to drown Millet stationed on the both banks in Chenyu Vale, but the giant white snake and a giant carp, who were her subordinates, disobeyed her orders. The giant white snake held up the baddie god? She threw the jades she wore here. The jades pinned the river down, and ever since we've had no more floods. And everyone can live peaceful on both sides of the river. That's such a sick story.
That's so sick.
You might have said a lot, kid, but we haven't seen much. Take a closer look. There aren't any crops by this river. See, after it was pinned down by the jades, it's true that the river hasn't flooded, but it also means that it hasn't been able to provide irrigation for crops. So what was once a wild, gently flowing river is today a narrow, rapid flowing torrent instead. Such as river leaves no sustenance for the earth on its banks, and of course, also means no people living peaceful lives on both sides.
I'm guessing now, but did you just say that the Adepti were resisting the Lord of Geo, Little Mao? Yeah, that's an interesting point, yeah.
That's how it was all the time ago. Some people believe that the first lord of all Liyue was Rex Lapis, but in Chenyu Vale, we believe that before he came, there was other gods and Adepti who protected our ancestors. I've heard Grandpa Lou say that the tea ceremony is actually for a carp Adeptus who planted our first tea tree. But aren't those Adepti meant to be the baddies? They were serving under a baddie god after all.
The baddie god is such an interesting way of putting it as well.
In some stories, they're a baddie, while in others, they were goodies. But it's all such a long, long time ago. Even the grumps don't remember much. They're always trying to bluff me.
So the story changes over time, I guess, as well. This is so interesting.
Talking about that friend of yours again? How could supernatural beings be held to a simple code of right and wrong? As far as we're concerned, all the forces that have blessed and protected this land deserve our offerings. There you go again. Alright then, time to get out for here.
Thanks, Gramps. So, they're saying that, like, there was Adeptus beforehand that fought against the Lord of Geo? Is that what we're saying here? And the Adeptus beforehand... And he's saying that, like, such huge chunk of jade... Oh my god, that's terrifying. There's something so terrifying about that. So the Adepti... So he said the Adepti rule because they can come in all different forms and shapes and sizes. Yeah, it's hard to like really get a grasp on absolutely everything, but I think what he was saying was like before Zhongli was here, and before like the Adepti we know were here, there was baddie Adepti, or there was different types of Adepti under a baddie god, and they fought against Zhongli. Now we can totally go back and check that again. Let's see what it says here. So it's...
Shut up, Calvin. Station on the both banks in Chenyu Vale, but the giant white snake and the giant carp who were her subordinates disobeyed her orders.
So, let's see. In those days, a baddie god tried to direct the river down to the middle of that station on both riverbanks in Chenyu Vale. But a giant white snake and a giant carp, who were her subordinates, disobeyed her orders. The giant white snake held up the baddie god while the giant carp...
The giant white snake held up the baddie god?
She threw jades she
wore. The jades she wore here. The jades pinned the river down, and ever since we've had no more floods.
I get the goods ready to be.
So to stop the floods, okay.
So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing.
There's no sustenance for the earth on its back. An interesting point, yeah. That's how it was all the time ago. Some people believe that the first lord of all Liyue is Rex Lapis, but in Chenyu Vale, we believe that before he came, there was other gods and the Adepti who protected our ancestors. I've heard Grandpa Lou say that the tea ceremony is actually for a carp Adeptus.
Is that the Adeptus we were talking to? The one that turns into a carp?
First tea tree. But aren't those Adepti meant to be the baddies? They were serving under a baddie god after all. The baddie god is such an interesting way of putting it as well. In some stories, they're a baddie, while in others, they were goodies. But it's all such a long, long time ago. Even the grumps don't remember much. They're always trying to bluff me. So the story changes over time, I guess, as well. It's so interesting. Talking about that friend of yours again. There you go again.
Okay, so there is gods before the gods we talked about before. They believed that before everything else there was like, you know, the Adeptus versus the god of Geo and all this stuff. Okay, I'm sure we'll get more information as we're going forward, but all this is like super, super interesting for sure. The music here is awesome, by the way. So sick. What are we looking at? Up here. Yeah, it's such a freaking amazing looking thing. Look at this, like I was focusing on how scary that it's so pretty over there too. How scary the water was, but this is so incredible as well. This is such a pretty location. Oh, guess we're talking to little Mao here. This is where they wanted us to head in, I guess, or head up onto the hill. It's so freaking pretty. Look at this. Look at this place.
Well, here's the jade mine, but how are we going to find all the jade underwater? So that's how it is. The spring's cries ripple through the veils and the shrine depart. Look at this from the northeast shores.
This part underwater terrifies me, though. It really does scare me.
The heights and shallows of the southwest side, sun and earth from each other divide. The eternal whirlpool that never churns, the beautiful jade concealed within.
What's that little mouse singing about? It's pretty complicated. Sounds pretty complicated.
It's one of the local folk songs. I heard old Granny singing as she was gathering herbs. It means if you look out to the center of the river, to the banks on either side, you'll see 2 stone shrines hidden to the northwest and southwest. These shrines keep the mighty whirlpool in the center suppressed.
There's so much going on in Chenyu Vale. It's such a dense place with such a gigantic, like everything has and here's the thing, in most parts of Genshin, there's always cultural implications, right? But I feel like the way Little Mao is describing is every 2 steps, there's something that was touched by the gods, or touched by the Adeptus as well.
I understood the last bit, so the jade is all hidden beneath the whirlpool? Yep, sounds like we're going to go treasure hunting, hooray! But the area between the northwest and southwest is so huge, after all, in a broad sense, the northwest and southwest of Jade can include pretty much the whole world? You're always thinking outside the box, Miss Paimon, but there's no need to worry. I already have an idea when the shrines will be, because, well, my friend told me. Come on, let's roll.
I have a question. Does anyone else think the giant maelstrom suddenly appearing here might not be too great?
Oh yeah, won't that mean that the boats will no longer be able to sail in and out of Yilong Wharf? Oh, don't worry about that. My friend told me that once we've done that, we need to beneath the whirlpool.
What? I'm so bad at reading.
My friend told me that once we've done what we need to do beneath, the whirlpool will disappear completely. Otherwise, how would all the old bowmen carry on making a living?
Well, it's not just a smart whirlpool, but a considerate one to boot. Let's get going then. A considerate whirlpool. That's actually very funny. So investigate the stone shrines in 2 different locations, I guess. This is so cool. Such a freaking cool mechanic, and it's just so freaking pretty as well. Investigate the stone shrines. Jade incense cauldron. Use adeptal energy to resonate with the jade cauldrons scattered throughout the mountains. Use the adeptal energy contained within the jade cauldrons to briefly light the sensors on the path in the sacred veins. If you can light all the sensors at once, something marvelous might happen. Okay, cool.
Takes me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks. I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take them across the sea if needed. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing.
Heck yeah. So we need to get them lighting at the same time. Is what we're trying to do here. Okay. I wonder how we can do this. So we have to, because it's, oh, there's one over here as well. Okay, so we try from here. Ah, okay. And then we light the other one then that way? But does this one not light up then? Oh, they're all lit up already. Okay, then we do this one here. It's legitimately that simple. Okay, great. Sometimes I try to overcomplicate things, but that time that's a very simple thing we can do there. That's perfect. What are we getting here? Oh, the adeptal energy.
Well, I guess that settles it.
Where do
And then we have to do the other one as well?
Boss?
This is so freaking neat. It really feels like it's like when I say like touched by the gods, a lot of this like stuff like feel like, look at this. This like, it's like it almost feels impossible that any humans could do this. You know what I mean? It almost feels impossible. The way traveling as a carp. So fun. Oh, some enemies. Get away from that shrine! So what we're gonna do here, oh yeah, start off with,
Going in.
yeah.
Many happy returns.
Let's see with the fire on us as well, obviously that's gonna give us a, so fun. Gammon is so fun to use.
Rain cutter. Wings of darkness. Come.
Yeah.
Sever
I was gonna
night
like
for
defeat
day.
this guy on his own,
End
but
to this. No rest for the wicked.
Up to it, Manzai.
and it's just a matter of like continuing to hop with this stuff, right?
Oz reveal
I shouldn't have
thyself.
switched so quickly though.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Know my sword.
Many happy returns.
I love the way he's so nice even when he's beating people up. Many happy returns, buddy. Yeah, Gamma's just very fun to use though. Now I'm sure like there's a
Alley-oop.
the hold function as well, right? We should be holding stuff as well.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Let me weave you a verse.
Wait, is it? Yeah, someone was saying something
Body and
there?
mind.
Up to it, Manzai. The feeling's mutual.
Oh god, we have to watch his health as well because he's standing in burning grass consistently, right? We have to watch his health with that stuff as well. Like that's not Gammon's fault whatsoever. That's definitely my fault.
Witness the power of good.
Like it's not a. What I mean, it's not the game. Like it legitimately is something we just have to watch. Lusan?
The wrong subject.
Who's Lusan? She was really right about you. You're pretty out of the ordinary. Lusan?
Oh, cool. This stuff looks dope.
So fun. Sorry, Bird. I'm gonna take a picture if that's okay with you. Like, look at this. Like, you know what I mean? This is like every place in Chenyu Vale feels touched by Adeptus or the gods. It really does. Who's Lusan? Like, look at the way it even dips in the water. This is too heavy for any human. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. I know it's not a human who did this, right? But still, it's like, you know, you can't even deny it. If anyone wanted to be a skeptic, you know what I mean? We haven't seen the whirlpool from the song yet. What should we do next? How about giving the Adept Energy yours a try, Wonder? Sure. Whatever we need to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what are we doing? Oh my god, we created the whirlpool. This music is. Oh my god. This is so cool. Are we going into the whirlpool? We are. We're just jumping in. Okay, we gotta jump in the right way, right? Or maybe we just jump in. I am in love with that, man. That's so freaking neat. Holy freaking hell. Chenyu Vale. Chenyu Vale. What a place. What a location. And there's the carp. Is that... Yeah, I think it's... Because we followed them before. Yeah, the legend says the golden carp. We followed them before. Fujin, yeah. Fujin, that's your friend, right? Wait, do you not know Fujin? Oh, we had to follow them directly. Yeah, I thought they were gone ahead of us. This is so cool as well. Like, we're under a freaking whirlpool.
Where do you want this stuff delivered to, boss?
This is why I love Genshin so freaking much, getting to do such cool things like this. Even in World Quest, there's like so many like unbelievably moving things. Music is glorious as well. Music is so gorgeous. The music is stunning. Holy hell, what's this? Oh my god. What? What have we found? Well, Mao, you don't know her? Wonder Pine we meet again, and who might this be? Yeah, I thought that was your friend. This little Mao, we helped him so much along the way. Then we have met before, but you must be a good child, little Mao.
Hello, and yes, that's me, miss. Are you an Adeptus? You are, aren't you? This is Adeptus Fujin.
Thanks for all your help you've given Wander and Paimon, little Mao.
It really is legendary Fujin in the flesh. I can't believe this. I've heard so many stories about you. Now I know that you're not some kind of big, slippery carp, but a lady instead, like a big sister.
Oh my god, Mao. Mao is so excited, of course he is. Mao is so interested in this type of stuff.
Big carp, honestly, what kind of stories have you been listening to, little Mao?
One is indeed an Adeptus, and as such can take the form as one pleases. This particular form seemed to like the most approachable one for conversing with humans. From what you said, you have a very unique scent, little Mao. Have you met someone in the mountains before? Someone with golden eyes and fair complexion, perhaps?
No, exactly, Miss Fujin. You're not talking about the one of your other friends, are you? My friend in the mountains doesn't sparkle like you do, but she's also really cool. She helps me tons and taught me loads, so it's not...
I thought it was Fujin he was talking about. So it was her after all. So your friend wasn't Adeptus Fujin after all.
But Big Sis Fujin's my friend now too, isn't she?
Little Mao, such a great spirit to him, right? Such a great spirit to him.
Of course, little Mao. I'm delighted to have made friends with you.
Way to go, little Mao. You met 2 Adepti.
Of course, little Mao. I'm delighted to have made friends with you.
But I've met more. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What the hell is wrong with us? What? That's all so unhinged. Why are we doing that? Yeah, question mark me. What? Yeah, what the hell? Don't worry about him. Yeah, what's happening with us today? Why, like, this kid who's so into Adeptus and we're like, I've met more. Okay, bro. Like, what the hell? That's such an interesting dialogue choice. What the hell? As for whether Mao's friend counts as Adeptus or not, I'm not quite sure myself. After all, Adeptus is merely a title. It's hard to say whether Adepti are even people. Look at the floating parts again. I can't believe that was so unhinged. That's like, you know, when they say, like, you know, Genshin has a gas leak or something, you know? The word Adeptus is like any other word, such as hero, villain, or idiot. No one is born an Adeptus, and no one shall remain an Adeptus forever.
That's true. So you met the little friend Mao's that we were talking about, right?
Indeed, but it's been a long time since I last saw her, so now I suspect that I don't know her half as well as little Mao does. I'm not even sure if I still count as her friend. According to what little Mao said, his friend wants to restore nature. Yeah, I would imagine so. Such a beautiful design, Fujin. Anyway, I must ask you all to please take this piece of votive rain jade. I'd originally hoped it might remain here, the same as it ever was, but I never expected it to grow quite so large. I used to love it so. This rain jade that you just mentioned, did it rain down or make it rain or something? Of course not. After the great changes in our geology, our ancestors, the people of Chenyu Vale, lost their availability to communicate with the heavens, and lost the guidance from the emissaries whose beauty was pure as moonlight. Holy hell, are we below water here as well? That is stunning. Henceforth, we began to take jade, which glowed as gently as the light of the moon. Cast into rivers they did. They would pray for the good omens and fertile land, for clement weather, and for the riverbanks to hold strong. Over time, these rituals grew in power until one day, so they kept snowballing. So it confirms that at the very least. One day, what happened? Big Fujin, what happened next? He's so interested. I love Little Bao. One day, the long war became to become the gods who would reign over this world again. So the war of the Archon War. That was the Archon War, right? They all fought to fight to who would become the Archon. Afterward, the tradition lost all meaning. But though it was forgotten, its name still passed down to our generations. So the Archon War ended the tradition. To cut a long story short, this piece of vote in Rage was before us, was the very last one to ever be thrown. Whoa, before the Archon War? Just as part above the surface, when they're commanded by an adeptal art, can be made large enough to stop a flood. Its core, too, has been swollen by uncontrolled adeptal energy. Much of its power is dissipated into the surrounding area through the spirit veins. This power may also affect the nearby flora and fauna, attracting and even making aberrations of them. You must be careful. What? As far as I can tell, the adeptal energy that has dissipated nearby should be sufficient to reawaken the hibernating votive rain jade. If this is the case, we're one step closer to achieving our goal of nursing that water and soil back to health. Okay, great. How should I say this? Wonder Paimon, thank you both. You're doing an amazing thing by choosing to help me. And you know, little Mao, will you help me too? Will you help out your big sis? Mao will jump. To help an Adepti, Mao will jump at the chance. Of course I want to restore nature too. Is that so?
Well, that's good. You're very smart, little Mao. You'll understand everything later. Let's go our separate ways for now. Once you retrieve the Adeptus energy, fill the votive range jade. We'll meet again in the deep pool, shrouded in the cloud and mist to the south. Got it. She's gone and disappeared again. Oh well, let's do what Big Sis Fujin said and restore the voting range jade's power. Speaking of which, what does it got to do with voting? So you're not that much brighter than Paimon, It's votive, not voting. He asked the question. There must be a gas leak today in this game. We're not competing with Mao. But wander around Paimon. We're not competing with Mao, okay? It's votive, not voting. Yeah. Oh right. Yeah, it's okay. It's so common. It's fine. Jesus, I get confused all the time, little Mao. So since you mentioned, what does votive even mean? And why is it called range? By the way, I know Paimon and Wander are not being serious. They're joking around with a kid. Right? I understand this, by the way. That's why I said it's a gas leak. I'm clearly joking about it too, alright? It's just so, the dialogue's so weird for this one, just because it's like we are like, joking and like trying to like, haha, I know more Adepti, Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. What does it mean? Let's follow the Adeptus instructions, search for scattered Adeptus energy. Yeah. Lil Mao is like, again, I totally agree with Lil Mao. It's so freaking like, holy crap, look at this. And then like above us as well, we're like below the water. And Gamon's lovely smile. Like, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Like, it should be scary being under all this water, but it's actually like quite peaceful, And there's a bell as well, Chelong Cleft. And these guys are living down to these hilly turtles. So what she was saying there was that the Archon War came along and then they no longer had reason to worship. Is that because there wasn't as much gods, or there wasn't as much of a variety of gods maybe? Oh wow. Possibly? Or maybe the gods that they once worshipped were no longer here? I'll take some crystal cores, are you kidding me?
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
So fun doing that. It just looks so fun. I think World Quest dialogue, by the way, is always like slightly different sometimes to like Archon Quest dialogue, and also slightly, oh there we go, slightly different to Story Quest dialogue sometimes. It's always very interesting to see the differences. So that's one of them done. So you have to find some more. I guess we're following this? No? Oh wow! It took the. She said as well that she didn't know what form it would take, right? Interesting. So we're following this down here now as well. Activate? This is so cool! This whole area!
Many happy returns!
Gamon's actually sick with that stuff. His little hat as well. We're just following this boar around the place as well. Where is it leading us to? To a fight with... What?
Let me weave you a verse.
Holy
Rain
freaking hell,
outlook.
this is so sick. This is so sick. This is so freaking amazing. We're like obviously, like I'm not gonna ever claim to understand most of what's happening in some of these stories, but I love being like learning about Adepti in any form, and meeting new Adepti. I wonder who's the Adepti he was talking to, if he even is it, because what they say is that you don't even know if the Adepti is human, if they're able to talk, who they are.
Up to it, Monzai! Good things come to those who wait.
Was that even a scatter? It was. Okay, that's two. That was so fun. This is Chenyu Vale is gorgeous. It's actually stunning. Even the sounds. We're back in the cleft. Okay, so I guess we'll go off in a different direction this time as well.
We just need to find 2 more. This is so much fun. This is mind-blowing how beautiful this is, how stunning this is. Learning little pieces of the story along the way. So cool. So over here, I guess, because we didn't go in this direction afterwards, so we'll go here. Hello, everyone.
Witness the power of Gua.
Witness the power of Gua.
Odds revealed.
You know what I mean? Witness the power of Gua. And I know as well, by the way, people said that, like, people tell me as well, and so I'm well aware that, like, Kazuha is a very good person for this team. The reason why I'm not using Kazuha is, like legitimately just because, like, and it's such a weird reason, but I have Kazuha on, like, a bunch of teams now, and I just want to, like, I feel like if I had Kazuha on this team, my Kazuha is, like, actually one of the most powerful things I have. I'm not saying he's good, like, I built him well or anything, I'm just saying in terms of my teams, he is rather powerful. So I kind of want to, like, make sure Gamin has some time to shine, because, like, I feel like by the time I get to Gamin, especially with some of these enemies, Gamin won't even get a turn. I feel like, you know what I mean? There you go.
Here we are, once again, in this life. Oh, there's 2 of us. Didn't expect that, did you?
No, I did.
Oh, there's 3 of us. You didn't expect that, did you? Come on, follow us. We'll show you where to go.
Wait, the water's lowering. Do you often play with Sealies? And they brought us down here.
There, can we go home now?
You can do whatever you need to do. Where did that go? Down here? Sealies, where did that go? Back up here? No, there? Oh, they're all, like, going into their spots now. Okay, Sealies really like you guys. They like Paimon.
Cool. This stuff looks dope.
They're not a fan of me, to be honest. Wait, I need to check if that other one went up here. Because, like, it seemed like it went back this way. So pretty. Such pretty music as well. Oh, no, that was 3 of them. That was one we had to get. Okay, that's fine. It went all the way back up that way, yeah. Oh, wait a second. We have to get them all in a row. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Vinland Saga. That's the 4th one. Music is so good. It's so good. And we go up this way as well. Like, this quest just blows my freaking mind. It blows my freaking mind. Does it look different? What does it look like? Oh my god! Yeah, that looks a bit different. The jades started to move. That's right, according to the story, the river should have lots of votive rain jades. Why does Big Sis Fujin only want this one? Look, it's shining almost as if it's resonating with the Adeptus energy on you, wonder. Why don't we try using that power? That's what they want as well. That's what Fujin said, right? Oh, wow. The nature restored. Oh, I love that touch. He grabbed his head. Our boy grabbed his head. It suddenly became a small memory because that's such a... It's such little details. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Grabbing his head like, oh. Like you're using adeptal energy. You don't know what's going to happen there. That's so freaking smart. I love that. Yeah, look at the green. I'm sorry. I'm gushing. I'm gushing about this. I didn't think it just changed size. Like, I guess that's a millennial-old treasure for you. It's just like you said, little Mao. They could be as tall as clouds or small enough to hide amidst the pool of leaf. Proving Mao right. Yeah, well, it looks like the votive rain shade's in our hands now. You're so reliable, Wanderer. You're so reliable. You've helped us out here so much. So much. Paimon worked hard too. You did. You always work hard. This Paimon's amazing. So you're going to... Look at the figure on the face. So you're going to take us to that deep pool shrouded in cloud mist to the south now, right? Cloud and mist. I think Chenyu Vale really does have places like that.
But where? Tell us, little guide, and Paimon will take you there. Do you remember the place in the mountain mentioned? The spot where we met? That place is super foggy, and I know a secret cavern that leads there, even though the locals don't know about it. It was my friend who showed me the way, and since you're my friend too, Paimon, I'll tell you all about it.
Your friend in the mountains, are they connected with the Adeptus Fujin?
She told me lots of stories, and quite a few of them were about Big Sis Fujin.
Well, any friend of yours is a friend of ours too. In fact, Paimon will also meet her on the way. This is what I'm talking about. I know for a fact Paimon and Wander are just like, and that's what the developers trying to do. They're trying to make like a little, like they're joking with a kid, right? You know? And like if you ever had like a nephew or like a cousin or something like that, and you joke with them, you mess with them, you know, you go like, I'm gonna win the match, you know, you joke with them, but obviously like you know the way Paimon and Wander are doing now as well is that like they're not like they're encouraging him. They're telling him how smart he is. They're saying all this stuff is great as well, and they're having a bit of fun. You know what I mean? I know that's what it is. You know, because I know, but I still think the dialogue is crazy. Because like it wouldn't be my choice of joking. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be my choice of like but everyone is different, I suppose. Take us away, Miss Paimon. All right, then let's go. You get what I'm saying? Like I understand the developers are trying to make like a funny camaraderie here. You know what I mean? So like. Wait, where is this? Is this... Where is that? Wait, what is this? Is this Chenyu Vale 2? Is Chenyu Vale bigger? It is. What the frick? Chenyu Vale is bigger than this? Then what's this? Oh, that has to be Fontaine, right? Then where's Natlan? Natlan! Where the frick is this Natlan? This must be Natlan. That must be Natlan then. That is insane to me. Holy hell, how are we gonna do this? And activate this as well. Oh, Mao disappeared? What's happened?
Wander, Paimon!
Look behind you. What is it? Oh my freaking god. Get behind me, I'll settle this. Wait, your friend? Is this his friend?
That's right, I told you before that I had a lot of friends, didn't I? Well, I just happened to meet her.
Look at this majestic creature. Oh my god, hello? I'm wondering, this is Paimon. What the hell? It's so freaking majestic.
She's afraid of strangers. I usually call her Bluey because I don't really know her name. Bluey?
That's really cute. What the hell?
Don't you worry about that. Wander and Paimon are great people. They've accompanied me on my adventures. They're real experts in the mountains and forests too.
What? What? Okay. This is who was watching us earlier then, right?
I know. I've seen. Answer me this one thing. Where did you gain the power to suppress nature?
What? Yeah, what do you mean?
Plants pursue the sunlight and fertile soil, creating fruit fit for birds and beasts to consume. The digested seeds are scattered, and those which to consume seeds and fruit become bait for predators. Thus does everything return to the land. The snake hidden in the branches, the fish in the mountains, and the beasts of the forest. Traveling in the realm of nature is wonderful. So why have you come?
The music is so pretty.
Come on, you don't have to be so fierce. You raised 2 questions.
My depth energy comes from Adeptus Fujin. Our goal is to nourish the soil, and I love the way he's just treating this with respect. This whole scene is amazing. The music is framing the scene so incredibly so. So incredibly so. And we need to help regenerate the water and soil of Chenyu Vale.
Exactly. Something's off about Chenyu Vale's natural conditions, so if Adeptus Fujin's enlist our help. If we don't, well, the tea leaves of the village are going to turn out worse and worse, and the village itself might decline. That's why she wants us to perform the Rain Jade Rite, which will restore the area.
The Rain Jade Rite. I see. You've answered 2 of my question. You may ask me 2 also.
You are so,
Like, I don't want to say cute because it's clearly you're like an ethereal Adeptus, a being that I don't want to like, you know, downplay it. But sometimes Adeptus can be cute. Why do we have to do that?
Give and take. It is only natural.
You have one more question. Oh my god, look at the clouds on them as well. Wait, that one counted? Whatever, you asked, Wander. Little Mouse said that you want to restore nature. Do you know Adeptus Fujin?
Yes, I do know Fujin.
Basically, Adeptus Fujin has asked us to help nurse the soil and water in Chenyu Vale so that the leaves in the village will recover to their original flavor.
The new tea leaves taste better. More like before.
Wait, what? More like, whoa. And just like that, she's gone. Did she say the leaves now taste better? Don't worry, Paiman, she's like that sometimes. When I'm not looking, she'll just vanish into the shadow of the trees. Then others, the sun might dazzle me, and other birds might call overhead. And there she is. And then I guess we're all friends now. Let's hope so, yeah. Just don't worry about it. Wander, Bluey's not big on politeness, but she's always like that. I mean, if she is very gentle and kind to this kid, I'm very, very on the side of supporting the idea of being friends with the Bluey, you know? And like, you know, why not? We're friends with so many like beautiful and majestic and amazing creatures. We're friends with gods. Your friend's pretty strange, little Mao. Is she? Well, for all you know, you might be the ones that seem strange to others. So true, Mao. Mao gets it. You know, we talked about this in Genshin before. Stuff that is strange to us in any world. We could be the strange ones to anyone else. I mean, not only can you use the depth of energy, but the moss makes moss disappear, but you can also, but you can make the golden stone things appear and vanish, and even turn to a carp and fly around like in the stories. You got a point, yeah. That said, Paimon couldn't imagine the friend you've always spoke about was, well, monster seems a bit rude, and thing might be pretty offensive. That's right, your friend's so blue. No wonder you call her Bluey. Yeah, definitely, like, so Paimon's saying, I couldn't imagine the friend you all spoke of was, well, monster seems a bit rude, and thing might be pretty offensive. That's right, your friend is so blue, no wonder you called him Bluey. That's why I never told anyone. If the adults knew that we were friends, they might lock me up. You'd go to actual prison? Yeah, what? Don't like that, they wouldn't let me go out. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. Make me wash my face and force me to read my books. I won't get to play in the mountains anymore. Oh, and at first I was like, make him wash his face. It's like, that's a normal thing kids would have to do, but no, he's talking about his face paint. His face paint obviously means a lot to him. And that's why I never told anyone. But you're friends, so it's fine. Anyway, come with me. There's an awesome place I'd like to show you. Mao is such a really, really fun character. You can't help but like root for him constantly, you know what I mean? I can't believe that this is just another part of Chenyu Vale, by the way. Insane to me. And this must be, that's, I mean, he's never unlocked it.
Oh, God. I'm still doing the dance. You guys can fight. I'm doing the dance. Help us. No, I've practiced this for years and years. You guys always put me down. You say I can't dance. Now that I'm actually dancing. We need help. He has a vision. He has a vision. Help us. No, I'm practicing. Oh, I'll help. Fine, I'll help. But if I can't dance at the Hilly Churl social homecoming, it's your guys' fault.
Let me read you a verse.
At the Hilly social ball, he's like sitting at the side, crying. The big Hilly Churl comes over. What's wrong, little one? I asked, Lucy the Hilly Churl to dance, and she said yes. That's a good thing. But I hadn't got enough practicing. Oh no. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My steps were all off. She went off with cool guy McGee. Cool guy McGee always rooting. Oh my freaking god. Look at how wait. Death?
Teamwork is dreamwork. Off we go.
Is the music here? The source of the miasma is exposed. Take care of the nearby miasma? Like this?
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Use your depth energy to purify it? That? The music is so pretty. Oh god, yeah, Garmin we have to watch Garmin. We have to watch Garmin.
Or maybe there is something in common that he's like,
Oz, reveal thyself. I'm going in.
once again, Hydro Sandwich Earl. Okay, okay. This is so freaking neat with the music, the setting, everything. There's like a real tense nature to it. We got you anyway. Where is it?
Time to act.
Over here. So sick. Were they gone? This is such a beautiful place, but that music was incredible too, and there's so much mist around here. And all the jade as well. I can't believe there's people who just like refuse to play this game. Is that the freaking Sumeru tree in the distance? No, are you joking me from here through the fog? The mist is so pretty. Are you kidding me? This is stunning. This is such a stunning location. Look at this. I want to show you by going this way. Another mural. What are we going to see this time? Okay. You're awesome, Wonder. You push back the moss just like that, like you did with the smoky cloud. Still, that wasn't there yesterday. It's what they call nature. Yeah, it's like growing over. The murals are so pretty. Oh, look at the lighting here. Don't worry about it. Monster Hilly Trails, just leave them all to wander, little Mao. That's what so what's this picture all about? A reason I didn't know either, but I figured out today as I was hearing Big Sis Fujin's story. This must be the stuff that happened before the mural on Mount Lingrin was made. See this? Long ago, people were able to talk to the gods and Adepti in the skies by talking to that huge piece of jade in the middle. The emissary the gods were leading to protect. See that this shiny golden person standing in the middle? I guess that was the super amazing person. But later, Big Sis Fujin said something changed and the people of Chenyu Vale lost their guiding emissary. And they couldn't talk to the heavens any longer. So, so that's why they started offering stuff so they could maybe get connected to the gods again? Your story does make sense. Thanks. What do you think, Wonder? Is that what we're getting at? You're a pretty bright spark, little Mao. Oh, this day's adorable. Come to think of it, our ancestors are pretty amazing themselves. The jades they left to us still have the power to restore nature. For something that's old to be so strong, the past must have been a sweller time than the present, huh? The world marches onwards, yeah. I think the world marches onwards. Leaving accumulated detritus of the past in its wake. That's a really cool thought. I never thought of it that way. I do believe that, like, yes, you could... I think a lot of times in real life, the amount of times where I've been like, man, 2011 was such a cool time, you know? And then you probably go back. There's like probably like, yeah, 30% of it's probably like such an exhilarating time for you. But then like you're like, but man, there was a lot of stuff that happened back then that I would not want to go through again or would not to see again. It's so interesting because like again, like it's like we yearn for the past sometimes when like the future is, you know, waiting for us and it could be something amazing. Paimon thinks that you're an amazing one, little Mao. We've seen a lot of ancient objects and puzzles, mysterious powers and monsters in our time, but Paimon's never considered this stuff before. Sorry if I like had a few mouth sounds there into the mic. I didn't mean to it's sometimes annoying if that happens. I apologize. You know what? Nothing about this stuff is all is pretty awesome too. I bet you're just like a big sister when you grow up, just having adventuring everywhere. You'd be just like Big Sister. Oh, you have a big sister then? We're not blood related. She works in Chenyu Vale for a while. She'd go up the mountains and run around the rivers, and I follow her. We discovered a little cave together. Mao is on adventures every day. She said that a cave is my Rubicon. Not that I know what that means. Little side eye. I wonder what she's off adventuring nowadays. I can't wait to receive my next letter from her. Yeah, this Big Sister seems like a pretty interesting person. I know, right? Big Sis Fujin needs our help, so let's continue on. You're all here. Oh, Fujin. Oh, as a carp. Wow, a golden carp. One was quite concerned with the swirling miasmas and fierce beasts that roam might have caused you ill, but one sees that is not so, and that is good. I love this design as well. Thanks to the depth of energy you possess, Wonder, one has been connected to the golden carp here, thus gaining the means to speak with you directly.
Wanda, Paimon, Little Mao, please come with me. This is so interesting. So this mural depicts this emissary that would talk to the gods. But when they lost the emissary, that's when they started doing the jade rite as a way to still maybe like connect with the gods and communicate with the gods? Possibly?
So interesting. This whole place is gorgeous, as we already said, but... And now we're following this carp around too.
Yeah, Little Mao's constantly on these adventures, and
Thank God for us that he is.
pick up.
Jade fragment left. Okay. Wait.
We're walking on water! Oh my god.
I mean, anytime we do get to do something like that, right? Come on. Like we did it in like in the jet quest, right? The Dirge of Bilkis and stuff.
Body and mind.
They're granting us the power to stand on water and do these battles. I feel so freaking lucky.
I feel so lucky.
It's kind of like the fog can be scary. Like a fog and mist can be very scary, right? But from this perspective also, like, it's very beautiful. Can I get this really quickly?
Oh, you were going up here anyway. Okay.
Can I stop off at the bathroom? Didn't you go already? Yeah, I just want to get a waypoint.
What are we seeing here? Here she is again.
Much time has passed since the last emerged here. This once was a lively place, filled with the aroma of incense. Then the three of us could travel freely across the mountains and rivers.
This is a great looking shot.
Those days were like flowing water beneath the moon, dark yet sparkling, oh so brightly. But enough reminiscing. Thanks to you, I'm now to return here and host the Rain Jade rite. Okay. So you're that person in the mural? So you were the emissary. Now again, the person standing in the mountain hugging that egg was you, wasn't it? In the original mural? An egg? Come on, old Mount. That's precious jade. So, but to a kid, it's like they see, like, again, even us, we see something and we see a shape and maybe we're like, that's an egg. Casting range on, no, because there wouldn't be an emissary because they would have been the one afterwards doing it. Is a ritual rite of great power. The vote of rain jade can calm rivers and improve the weather, but it can also be a thing of death and slaughter. Only the tiniest line separates curses and adeptal energy that have aided you up till now. We look at the way that like Shao fights back against like the like his, I don't even know what the word's curses, but like he walks a very fine line between like pain and, you know, pain and like being a hero and being in pain, right? Like having that virtuous side and having that side where he's constantly suffering, you know what I mean? And I feel like there is like a fine line between all of that too, because having such great power, it's not about great responsibility. It has to have an edge to it, you know what I mean? It has to. You're gonna have something that's a downside. This is why I must make sure that right does not fall into the hands of those who do ill. That's why, that is correct. One is indeed the figure who hugged that egg in the mural. I love the way she phrases it as well. Big Sis Fujin, doesn't that make you pretty, ancient? Yes, it does. Still, I do like the name Big Sis. It does quite make me, feel young.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, being called Adeptus is pretty alright too.
Well, certainly, though. Even if others title me as such, I'm aware that I'm hardly the equal of a true Adepta like Mountain Shaper and the rest. So she's saying, like, I'm called Adepti, but if you compare me to, like, Mountain Shaper or Cloud Retainer, it's not exactly the same thing. I am in truth the weakest of my band of friends. I cannot make medicines to save others, nor can I bound across mountains and plains. Even so, I could not simply lay the title down. I would have done the people of Chenyu Vale a disservice, I fear. Still, you may call me whatever you wish. After all, we have become friends, or so I would say.
I would say so.
In any case, my days of being called Adeptus are now consigned to history, just like this place has been. Once the Rain Jade was a day of great celebration.
Rain Jade, sorry.
Where they would commemorate their year of abundance, using laughter and firecracker battles and beast dance to frighten the ill,
omens away, just like Gammon.
This must appear like naught but forgotten runes to a modern mind. That's right, people in the village told us there was an almighty Adeptus Fujin who defeated the demons and planted the first tea tree back on the bamboo raft. Grandpa Lou always mentioned that the offerings of the tea were given to certain carp Adeptus. And once there an opera sung at Yulong Wharf about the carp going around killing stuff? You were so awesome in those stories, Big Fujin. Also, people still do the wushu dance. Yes, they do. You said yourself the definition of Adeptus is it's shaky, right? It can be taking any forms. Putting aside the definition aside, you're our friend, Fujin. You shouldn't be constantly fretting about the right and stuff. You should live happily, like we're companions on an adventure. That's right, we're on an adventure together. Right. Yes, you're right. Thank you. That was well said indeed. I was the one who asked you for your help. It wouldn't do that at all if it just continued wallowing in the past, now would it? I love as well that now it puts some even more weight into the dance that Gamin does, the wushu dances. You know what I mean? Like his dance is like something that's been passed down for generations. We knew that it was going to be passed down for generations and generations, but it's also like something that like people use to like commemorate the year that passed and the fruitfulness of the land and the bountiful of the harvest. In any case, I need your help to prepare for the rite itself. Have you encountered any sacred simulacra in your adventures? Those were the ritual spirits often used by people in ancient times to protect their homes. There should be some nearby. Wander Paimon and Little Mao, please help me put the simulacra in their proper places. That way we can restore the spirit veins and using the range aid. Leave it to us? I will have faith in you. So interesting having conversations with them, with Fujin and Mao. During the earliest festivals, people didn't know how they should carve the statues, and the products turned out a real mess. Even that friend of mine couldn't help but burst into laughter upon seeing it. Sorry about that, Wander. I got lost in the past again. No, please. More and more, as much as you want. So these things over here, I'm guessing these are the ones, because this is what the ones that were in the cutscene. Are we walking on? We are walking on water again. Oh my freaking god! Amidst the fog and gathering shine, the students guard the river installs their number 3. 3 sides grant order, 9 enclosures opportune. When the sacred simulacra is secured, the jade may then be offered. Wait, so what's over here then? No, this is where we have to. So this area over here. I will never, ever get tired of walking on water. It will never happen. Like, this is, it feels amazing, right? It feels so amazing. And this time, like it's like from the, where are you going? Come on over here. Why if I go over here? No, over here. Oh, okay.
Odds reveal by
Many happy returns.
These guys were always a toughy battle, you know what I mean? Look at his hood. It feels so right to have Gamin for this mission. It's been a while since we used those statues. I remember we did use those statues. I remember specifically when I came here to Chenyu Vale, I was like trying to figure them out even. And we had to put them here. I remember doing something like this specifically. Right? And there's one up here as well, so. I remember when we came here first, like a long time ago, back in February. I remember I remember those specific missions on the side of the ocean. Oh. Or the side of the river, I should say. We're going over here? Oh god, not what we want to do there. This is so cool. Like, the world quest in this game offers so much amazing, like, fun. Right? So many beautiful scenery, so many beautiful stories, some characters that, like, I couldn't, at this stage, go without at this stage. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'll, like, we forgot Mao at the start, but I don't think I'll be able to forget Mao ever again now. And we're heading back over here. Such a beautiful mission. And there we go. Talk to Fujin. We might as well get, let's walk on water. We might as well make the most of it. Wait. Oh my god, look, the princess, and she's walking on water. She must be the princess and forever. I'm worried if I switch to Benny, he'll fall through. So let's just relax for a second. The music's so stunning. So stunning. Hello, Fujin. The sacred simulacra already. Thank you, Boat. The votive rain jade has been returned to its priests, and the statues have come back to their rightful places. The rain jade rite is now ready to be performed. But Chenyu Vale will recover once you cast the rain jade in? That's right. Things will get better for us, little Mao. Nature, jade, humans, all is divinely dictated. The changes in the land and the water in Chenyu Vale,
the malicious fog, and the spirit veins. They're all essentially a sign of the earth moving against the flow of time. So that's that miasma-like thing as a manifestation of environmental disorder? That's right. You can think of it like Chenyu Vale's attempt to, how to put it, return to nature. And that we intend to do here is treat the land and soil and rid it all of its sickness. Return to nature. After all, before humans left their caves and mountains to dominate the world and regulate nature, and before Chenyu Vale or Boshu River got those names, the land and mountains and rivers had their own order. It's so true. Like, the thing is, like the world, without humans, the world would progress in, like, you know, in its own way, and it has its own order to things, you know, and obviously, like, we influence the world quite a bit. Even now, like, you know, we change the world, like, probably more, no, not probably more than anything at this stage, you know? In terms of, like, on natural sources. Even I miss the cool mountain streams and the great rivers that would ebb and flow with the seasons. I mean, I was once a mere fish that swam. But if we let nature seize control of its order once more, the people of Chenyu Vale will suffer and languish. I hope you can understand. So what she's saying is that, like, if the people of Chenyu Vale, like, if the nature is able to come back to its full glory and seize control of the order, the people in Chenyu Vale will basically, like, have no reason to be here, and they would suffer, and they would not be able to grow things. They wouldn't be able to, like, live at this stage. Okay. Yeah. In that case. What is happening now? Whoa. Oh no, it's him! Did he stop it? Did it work? The thing in the fog just now. It seems I'm too feeble in my current state. We got the vote of range and we placed a similar card, but it still wasn't enough? I'm very sorry, it's not your fault. I need more power to overcome this trial. Just as the adept energy in the vote of range aid has dissipated into the spirit veins, so has my power also left me across the long years. Will you go really big just like the jade? Probably not. Just think about it though, a super Adeptus Fujin, now 3 times the size. Well, is there any way we can restore your power? The golden carp? You were wise indeed. Before you found the few golden carp, I could not even muster the strength to appear. Initially I thought that we just needed to gather all the ritual implements, and now that would make up for a decent deficiency in my power. I was not entirely open with you before, but neither the present nor the past me was anywhere near a match for Adeptus of the South. I fear you would consider me weak and unworthy of your help. No, it's, yeah, well, like, not yeah. I mean, yeah, like, you aren't as powerful, but we wouldn't think any less of you, yeah. Paimon thought you'd have something more important to say. Huh? There's no way we abandon and not make friends with you just because, exactly, yes. Okay, we won't joke around this time. That you and my friend had nothing to do with your status as an Adeptus, yes. And the reason we're helping is not to do with you being an Adeptus. Your friend told me a lot of stories about you. In my mind, even though you were just met, we're already friends. And I also want you to be happy, big sis. Alright, thank you, all of you. Well, that's more like it. We should start looking for these golden carp. I believe you will have to go to Chenyu Vale. That'll be the cavern with the golden carp hidden within. Let's go. We're going to the valley. Whereabouts is that? All the way over here? It's far away. So I wonder... First of all, we should try and get this, right? So we have to go above. I see where it is. Should we head outside and then go up from there? Somehow? Or do we just climb up on this thing? Are we still able to walk on water? We are. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's try climb up here, right? I see a way to climb up here. Yeah, this is so interesting to me because again, like learning about more of the Adeptus, and I think she was just self-conscious of the fact that like she like wasn't as powerful as the other Adeptus. But again, like us as characters, we've known Adeptus. I would have helped Xiao if he was an Adeptus or not. I would have helped, you know, Cloud Retainer, Adeptus or not. I would have helped Ganyu. I would have helped Shen. I would have helped all these powerful people, even if they were Adeptus or not. The gods, if they were gods or not. That's what we do. That's what we've always consistently done. So there's not like a... That's not ever going to be an issue. But also as well, the interesting conversation we're having here is that like nature could take its hold again. And while that would be its own order to things, right? Then the people who are living here would have nothing left, right?
Is that what she's saying? So it is a complicated thing where like, I wonder if like, from Bluey's perspective, because that was Bluey in the fog, right? That was Bluey. Does Bluey want the order to be restored, or do they want? It's hard to know. I guess we're gonna find out. I can't believe we're gonna unlock another part of Chenyu Vale here. I didn't even know they had that. Cause I guess like I should have known it from Chenyu Upper. You know? Jesus Christ, it's gorgeous, isn't it? And there's a boss here too. Let's see now. We have to head over here. Okay, that's fine. So then we can travel over to here. I'm gonna go for a walk. There we go. One. We got one. So we can pass through here. Jesus Christ, you went right into it, didn't you?
Rain outlines your fate. By royal decree.
So good. And then just doing the physical attacks as well. Nice. I'll collect that anyway. Yeah, we're going for a nice walk through Chenyu Vale. Go to Adeptus repose. Okay, buddy. What are you doing? That's gonna start. I know it's gonna start a world quest, but it's really pretty, isn't it? I know that's all gonna start a world quest. So I guess it's this way? Yeah, it's down this way. We can talk to you guys, right?
Everybody stand but midnight phantasmagoria.
Oh, I was just thinking, Fish is so smart. Like, remember we were literally saying recently, like, we all said it. We were like, oh my god, Midnight Phantasmagoria. Like, I think you guys were saying it, I was saying it. Like, it just makes perfect sense. And I think we gotta stick to that. That's the new plan. Get out from behind your tent. My tent keeps me safe. My tent is me.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Mighty mythical beast!
So down this way, I guess? Yeah, because we want to get the waypoints as we're going along, right? Because that makes sense. The mist in the distance is so nice, isn't it? Like, you know, it's very much Leeway, right? It's very much like a Leeway adjacent place. It has the same, like, kind of, like, environment, but it just seems like a lot more, like, mystical sometimes, which is saying a lot because Leeway is like, holy crap. From that perspective, this place looks incredible. Maybe it's just in the dark. It just, like, yeah, no, look at that. Yeah, that's stunning. That's absolutely stunning. So, I guess we're just heading... The next place we'll head to then is here? Yeah. This is a gigantic location. Chenyu Vale is gigantic. The music is stunning though. Some really cool like locations. The grass is like a beautiful dark green. And as I said, like the nighttime actually does like a lot of Chenyu Vale a lot of favors. And is that the place where they talk to the gods then, possibly? Possibly. Such good music. I know, there's lots of little puzzles here. I know I'm focusing on the world quest today. If we do have a cleanup episode, I definitely will like go to like the locations like around the place and unlock every waypoint marker like we did in the previous episode of Fontaine. But we're going to see the sights at the very least as well. Like, if we did every single puzzle, I would be here for 10 years, guys. You would be. Oh my, what's... And, like, the cracked pot here as well? That is so freaking cool looking. It's like a little home. With, like, flower... It's like a flower pot. Stunning. So pretty. You tell him.
That's a dope breakfast right there.
Dope breakfast.
The perfect
Okay.
way to start your day.
Yeah, it is. Let's get this thing here. So, we're going over here? Oh man, yeah, it's more of that energy here as well. And there's like a passageway into the mountains? Adeptus Repose, by the way, is such a cool name for anything.
Teamwork is dreamwork. By royal decree.
Rain,
Time to act.
my fate.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Body and mind. Witness the power of good one.
And just makes them disappear as well, which is so interesting to me.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Many happy returns.
So fun. So fun. The music is so interesting to me as well. It's so interesting to me. Who are you? See, so we would have seen these guys at this point then, but I'm guessing they were introduced in Sumeru.
No, my sword.
But I could be wrong. I'm guessing the introduction was Sumeru. Where's that little guy gone? Over here. Get rid of this guy first, as always. Where's... Okay, there you go. Okay.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
The music is so pretty.
You.
I summon
It's kind of
thee.
unfair chopping into the corner like this, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, they got out. Very smart. Wow, smarter than I thought.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Get down from there. Where's the miasma? There it is. Such a cool thing. I love when you see an instant change as well in the environments in these games.
Cool. This stuff looks dope.
So she's saying that this is like an abode they both made. I mean, just put it over here. Anything you want to talk about? What? I'm a butler of this place. I'm responsible for the management of the master's abode. Okay. You do your thing. Up here, is it? Yeah, there's another one up here. But for where? And there's like a whole like desk up here as well. Adeptus notes. The branch she planted keeps growing. It seems the water and soil in the cave are quite nutritious. Maybe in the few years, once it will grow a little bigger, that medicine jar will be too small for this young tree. She connected the door opening mechanism with a jar. The branch is planted and breathing life, giving adeptal energy into said mechanism. It seems the jar containing the mechanism was damaged a long time ago. I wonder if the door can still open and close. And there's a picture of a carp as well. So we need to put another one here. Unless it's like this one over here we have to reuse as well. Because I'm not sure. Maybe? It could be. To unlock something at the very least. That did something? Can you see the golden carp fish? Oh, check. The actual thing itself? The board itself? Ah, come on now. It's stunning. But this one's broken apart. What happened here?
We're here, Big Sis Fujin. Have you waited long for here for us all this time? No, after leaving the Carp's Rest, I can only appear in places in which my power remains, and only by the grace of your abdectal energy wonder. Look at the lighting here. Wait a minute, did the gap in the middle of that mural originally have something that went with the golden carp mural in it? I'm not sure. In truth, this is my first time seeing this mural as well. Yeah, it's torn up. Huh? I'm sure you've all heard about the battles that took place in the past. Conry and the Archon War. Yes, this cave is one of the shelters that we built for the inhabitants of Chenyu Vale. Oh my god, it's so interesting. Such as the innocents caught in the crossfire when the floods overturned the heavens
An earth split one could open, have a place to safety. So this was we're in an actual shelter. I didn't expect to draw a mural here though. I believe the ones that depicted me to be, I mean the big slippery carp little Mao mentioned and a friend. Huh? If that's the case, why didn't the most important part get taken away by somewhere else? That's true, why is that? Perhaps dissatisfaction. The three of us were once great friends. The two of us becoming worshipped as Adepti, and one of us was always the mountain's master. Later, Herblood and I defected together, and she most likely died too. Or perhaps the one amongst us is Music, who fought to the last and never submitted, and only heard news of us afterwards. Perhaps to her we were all traitors, with the depictions of myself and Herblood becoming an object for her to vent her fury against. Okay. Is that really the case? The painting outside looks like... In any case, that's all in the past. So please lend me your strength in nursing Chenyu Vale back to health. I can feel that there's another golden carp lingering where I used to... Near Mount Luna, I believe. There's another? If you get that one, I should have enough strength to perform the ritual. Let's go. Speaking of that, I must apologize for being unable to control the golden carp even with you nearby. I know they might have given you some trouble swimming through the air like that. It's fine. I think of them as Sealies. Yeah, I guess so. But really, where's the golden carp that should be here? Well, inside the painting, just use your depth of energy to awaken it. Wonder. Okay, so you have to we have to actually awaken it in... Holy hell, we're back here again. Literally use our depth of energy. This is so freaking cool. We were inside an actual shelter. I just thought with this very terrible that she was like, she thought that they had betrayed her because maybe she stayed fighting and they went into the shelter. Maybe, again, if I'm getting that wrong, please definitely correct me on that. So we can go from here to there, yeah. It's so cool like getting like some exploration experience here with Chenyu Vale. It kind of feels like we went to the desert that time. It really does. I'm having a blast. I'll take this Adeptus energy. Oh my god, what the hell? Look at that! Wait. Oh, there's dead hilly trails here. Uh-oh. But look at that. Whereabouts is that? We've been there before, right? Yeah, we have. I just haven't seen it in so freaking long. When's the last time I remember this big open, right? We must have been here before. It has been so long with the Sealies there though. We have to have been there because I unlocked this. Holy hell, because wait, let's unlock this and let's go there in a second because I want to see just see where that is. No, I know. Look at it. It's been so long that amazes me as a new thing now. I'm so freaking happy that I got to see this. Let's get this chest.
Adventure time. Rain outlines your...
Many happy returns.
One of the things that I don't think I talk enough about with Genshin is that what the hell? Have I fought? I must have fought one of those guys before because it didn't activate any new thing, right?
Let me weave you a verse. Teamwork is true by royal decree.
It must be.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Up to it, Manzai.
Up the mountain as well. Yeah, I need to get a lot of chests really just because I'm running out of artifacts to level up my artifacts. I'll be honest with you as well, guys. So if we see a chest, usually I'll try and go for it. Sometimes, as you see, we skipped a few. I can't believe we're so close to somewhere we've been in Liyue, right? Such a stunning body of water. And there's a waypoint here as well. Mulan, I guess? Or Shaolon? And we're getting to see these pictures as well.
Is that behind us? That's where we're going. I thought we were going in here, but they want us to travel from there into here. Holy hell. Utter this game in itself is a reward. Like seeing these locations, hearing this music, seeing this landscape, all of this in itself, for me, is a reward. I feel blessed that I get to see stuff like this. Like, look at all that. There's a Fatui member, I think, or is it a treasure hoarder?
No, my sword. Oz, reveal. I'm going in.
We found the same mistake, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much for some of these guys.
Picked the wrong test.
Yeah, it's treasure hoarders. Sometimes when I see the jacket, I'm like, ah.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Mighty mythical beast!
I think the combo of Xing Shou with the glue blades and you know the burst is super good.
By royal decree.
Oh, the bow is not equipped again. I keep forgetting to swap the bow. Poor official, man. That feels so bad. I keep forgetting to, I swapped the bow back and forth between the two theater kids. Yeah. There we go. Sorry about that, official. Now you have the bow back. Cause she's look how powerful she is even without the bow though. Oh, that's not even, that's gonna be a, yeah. We don't need that stuff. Making the princess and walk around the place. So we should still follow the trail here, right? There's also a waypoint over here.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Up to it, Manzai!
So fun. Gamen's just so freaking fun to use. Like every I hope it did I swear there? I can't remember.
Where do you want this stuff delivered to, boss?
I was just like so enamored by doing that move all the time. Oh, we finally got to adventure rank 50. Awesome. You can keep that chest. Actually, we're going this way anyway. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword. Oz, reveal.
Yeah, I think that's a nice order of doing things. Very nice. Because we're gonna have to move this guy as well, right? As always. That tends to be what you have to do.
Cool. This stuff looks dope.
But to where? Oh, it's up above. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. We can go from over here though, right? Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's up above. Because it is the mountains, right? Let's catch our breath. Catch our breath a little bit. You never know. You never know when you need to like do some stuff like this. Oh my god, Gamen, poor Gamen's tired. As I would be too. Is the sun setting here? Now whereabouts is it? It's up this way, so I'm... Oh! Are you taking this up even further? Where do you want us to go from here? Here? Holy freaking hell. I did not know that this is what was gonna happen. And it's right over there as well. So sick. It's like a tea party going on here. The pavilion here on the mountain. It's rather Adeptus style. Yes, exactly. I'm wondering we'll find that golden carp. This place is kind of huge. Maybe we could do what we did last time, you know, Wonder. The bit where you used the Adeptus energy on the mural and the carp turned out to be hiding inside. Look, Wonder, there's 4 stone carp statues here. Do you think there might be 4 giant carps sitting inside? That doesn't make sense. You're pretty smart, little Mao. Wonder, is the Adeptus energy reacting anyway? Not at all. But there seems to be something missing inside. That might be where the critical clue lies. Wonder over here. There's an orb inside some of these carp statues. Didn't we find some statues of carps with large pearls along the way down the mountain? Maybe those are actually used for something. That's worth a try. Good job, little Mao. Heh. Let's give it a go then. Let's go then. Let's try it out. So there's going to be in different... Yes, we can find those then. And we have a warp point as well, which is great. Which is the close? The one that's closest is over here. Gameplay tutorial. Using the Adeptus energy gained by Fujin to freely move the jade hairpin she's left behind. Move the jade hairpin to insert it into the right place. If placed correctly, the spring goes... Okay, that's interesting. We need to activate this. Right? And then we do this down as well. I don't know if that's the right... like, if that's going to do anything for us, but... It's something. Oh, it is. That's exactly what we have to do. Okay.
Good things come to those who wait.
As we collected one of the spirit orbs, another one over here. This is super, super cool. And the traversal here is amazing also. We talked about, like, I felt like the Inazuma traversal wasn't as, like, fun as, like, the Sumeru or the, or this type of traversal as well is really, really fun. So I wonder if this is just going to be destroying something to get this.
Time to act. By royal decree.
Mighty mythical beast!
Yeah, too fun. Way too fun. And do we just take it like this or we have to activate it? It seems we actually have to give it power as well, right? So we start from here. How does that work? Because we know we did this before with the last one, right? So did we just put it over here? Wait. And that puts that over there. I wonder what this puzzle is exactly. Do we put that over there then? And then we take that and place it over there to drop down on it. Perfect. Okay. Very simple puzzle. And then we just take it, right? I can take it from here, right? 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 Tell me! Please tell me! Tell me now!
At least you did good. You guys could do is tell
Cool.
me.
This stuff looks dope.
Please. I've done so much for the corporation. Please tell me.
We've had enough of you, Calvin. No longer will we watch your Genshin videos.
Please.
You insulted Baiju one too many times. It's over.
Please don't do this.
Please move the water. Okay, let's go. So we have to it has to shine down First of all, we have to take this. We have to open this somehow. But where is this, the platform here? Oh, okay, okay. So we have to move this away so they can be returned to their platform. Somehow. Where is that platform, though? Here? Up there? Well, there's something here. We can put that there. And then we can move this guy. Onto this? Nice. Very cool. These are fun little puzzles for sure. Not too serious, not too crazy, you know what I mean? They work very well. Like, there's nothing like out of the, like, that's like, oh, I'm not able to do this, you know? Actually quite fun. And this whole location is stunning. So pretty, everything about it. Let's go up the tree here. Some say Calvin became a Fortnite streamer, which is nothing wrong with that. Until one day he met with all of the Genshin fans, and they told him this was a test. We will all play Fortnite with you now. My apologies for the poor hospitality. It's been a long time since I last enjoyed tea with others. Hopefully my brewing skills have not deteriorated too much over time. I mean, I have some experience in appreciating tea. It was also thanks to this that I was able to tell that this year's tea was offering was smelled off. That's how I discovered the trouble with the soil and the water quality. Looks like it wasn't some sort of meaningless tradition after all. Didn't think of the offering rites would be so useful. I suppose now I can tell those who fail to appreciate the value of tea about its value with confidence. Come on, have some tea. Not sure why it reminds me of Madame Ping's. Oh, that's cool. Is this your teapot, Fujin? Yeah, there was a time in Liyue Harbor when we fixed Madame Ping's teapot for her. If you think about it, we seem to have quite a connection with the tea. Madame Ping? I know of whom you speak. We were acquainted back in the day along with her friends. Oh, it's so cool. As Little Mouse said, I was once just a giant carp, unable to leave the fresh water for too long, nor live in salty waters. As such, they sent me one of these teapots. That's how my friends would have been able to take me, inside the teapot, of course, to Greeley Plains and Liyue Harbor to meet those lovely people they spoke of. Unfortunately, such a time never quite came, so she never got to actually follow through with it. But that's such a cool idea, though. Wonder Paimon, you've been to Liyue Harbor. Could you tell me more about the city? Oh my god, it's gorgeous. I like to hear about it too. I've never been. Well, Paimon would like to start off with Wamin Restaurant. How about I handle the explanations at this point? Wamin Restaurant is amazing. Don't you dare skip over the eating bits. The food's great. Yeah, the food is great. It's a port city built nestled against the mountains. You begin only for Fujin to interrupt you. She notes that she'd like to hear your Liyue stories. Your Liyue story. You won't understand and begin again. When we arrived in Liyue Harbor, Paimon and I were just in time for the rite of dissension. The child and Adeptus before you listen to your words, and Paimon incessant interjections. Interject all you want, Paimon. Leaning forward as you speak, exclaiming the shock and relaxing as the tension in the tales rises and falls. They also add their own commentary and questions about Liyue, such as the food and flavors available at the restaurants, the toys the old lady sells, the gems and jewelry from Fuyun Slope and such. As you watch Fujin, Little Mao and Paimon be so moved by the tale. That's awesome. It is an amazing tale. It's an amazing story. Along this journey, we met many friends. We met many friends and experienced so many things. It was all worth it. I can only be in the end, it'll be all worth it. It was all worth it. Everything's so worth it so far. A monster, sea monster, huh? Amazing. Oh, it's talking about those slices? Liyue Harbor's not what I imagined. Man, it was such an amazing journey. Did you find it disappointing? The fact that we can share our stories with like a near Adeptus. Look at the sky, it's gorgeous. But a near Adeptus as well is amazing. Well, no, just different. Being different doesn't make it bad. I like the Liyue Harbor you described. It's good to hear that after this time our dear Herblord was able to find a home there. I think it's simply wonderful. What about you, Little Mao? Could you tell me about you and your friends? I'm curious to know what she's like. Sure, I mean, Paimon and Wonder have met her already, so it wouldn't be fair if I didn't tell you. So this is Bluey, right? This is how we met. At that time, I was still a little kid.
I didn't know anything about the mountains. It was a nighttime and some wild beasts were following me through the forest. It was super scary. Finally, I was chased to a clearing and surrounded by those beasties. For a moment when I was convinced I was going to get eaten, but suddenly they all backed off into the woods and then they were gone. When I looked back, she was looking at me like she was like a jade, but there was a dignity to her. I knew then that she was the master of the mountains that my grandparents had told me about. I wasn't scared. I just told her, I finally found you. I've been looking for you for so long. I don't know why, but she lowered her head in thought before walking off.
This is actually a really beautiful story as well. Really beautiful story.
I listened as hard as I could, but there were no sounds of anything stepping on branches or fallen leaves. After that, I would sometimes catch sight of her moving between trees in a flash. Sometimes the rising moonlight would outline her shadow. As she stood at the top of the high mountain at the time, I thought it was strange. Why hadn't I seen her before? She was always there after all. I wanted to talk to her, but she would always turn and leave. It was only later that she became willing to talk to me. Much later on, she would take me up very high mountains and into the very deep forests. She asked me a lot of questions, and in exchange she told me lots of stories. In the beginning, the village was a nameless barren mountain, and the rivers had a real temper. Sometimes they'd flood, and other times they would be all but wither. And on the barren mountains, she made 2 friends, a fish and a snake. But later, the snake was cut into pieces, and the fish sank in the sea, and then only Bluey was left.
Thank you, little Mao. You can learn so much from a creature like that that's seen everything, right? For sure.
Don't tell anyone about my friend, alright? We won't say a word.
Of course we won't.
You seem quite familiar with this friend of little Mao's, Fujin. Indeed. But that was all in my past life. Many, many years have passed since I could no longer move freely. I suspected I might not recognize her any longer. Though from little Mao's words, she might not have changed too much. Past life? Perhaps it's not the most accurate way to phrase it. I did not utterly perish, but I did lose my original form, and my strength and wisdom dissipated along with the spirit veins. That is also why I invited you and Wanderer to Carp's Rest. If you're not there, I would not even inform to show you or voice with which to speak to you.
So she needs like conditions for her power.
It is thanks to you that I've been able to slowly regain my previous strength. Coming here and once more seeing these scenes with my own eyes, meeting old friends from the past, and more importantly, making new friends.
I'm very glad. How did you die? So she's gone, is what we're saying. She sunk to the ground, and is that she the fish in that story then?
How did you die? My memories of that have grown foggy. The Herb Lord and I were both servants of another god, and it was that I organized the Rain Jade Rite, administering the rivers and the mountains for our Lord. As for the other, she was, as she is, a beast, wild and free.
Gorgeous.
In those peaceful days, I also climbed the waterfalls to Mount Oshang and Mount Hulao, and there I was met with Adepti whose powers of wisdom were far eclipsed mine. Of course, that was all before the war. Our Lord was not a heinous being by any means. Once upon a time, she made many dreams come true. If there was any evil, it was the Archon War itself. What happens next needs no further explanation on my part, I'm sure.
You talked about how you and the Herb Lord defected.
That's right. That might have been the bravest thing we've done. Our Lord had all but gone mad seeking the position of the god who may rule this world, or as seeking survival. Either way, she lacked the power to overcome Morax. So in a final desperate gamble, she caused the Baishu River to flood, hoping to destroy everything downstream. Of course, she knew what that would mean for Chenyu Vale and its people. Well, but Paimon think that's something you should never do, period. Perhaps that's just what war does to people. Either way, that was our final adventure as trio of friends.
It's crazy because so Bluey, Herblord, and Fujin were friends. What she said there, like what war does to people, like people, I think sometimes we're so separated from the Archon War we don't realize it was probably like we know how harrowing it was. We know how horrible it was for some people. It still traumatized a lot of people we know today.
Leaving attacked people with their familiars, herding them to shelter we had prepared. Herblord falls against our mistress, while I climbed Mount Lingmen and hurled votive rain jade into the rising waters. Of course, that wasn't a proper rain jade rite. It was simply the release of the adeptal energy stored within the jade pendant, to have the earth open its maw and swallow the rivers and allow the jade mount to grow to stabilize the flow. What happened next? Didn't the mount tell you how it all ended? Yeah. That's right. Wait, really, when? Alright, that's enough about the past. We should get back to performing the rite itself. True, what about the golden carp? Isn't that what we're looking for? In truth, you've already found it. As for the previous ones, that's how I was able to appear before you. Yes. It's just I missed the scenery a bit too much, so I couldn't help but have a long chat with you all. After all, your sense of time and mine are not the same. You won't tarry long once your objectives are complete, will you? And such I apologize. Please. No. We love talking to you. Are you kidding me? Have as much conversations with us as you want. Especially hearing about the Archon War, something that like is still a very, I feel like still a very sensitive topic because it's so easy to not think about it because it feels like it's so far away. But as you've seen before, the way the Cataclysm has affected this story, whenever they do put it right in your face, it is very interesting. There was a defection during the Archon War because the god that they followed was, well, thought that they were too powerful or could like attain the power of Morax. Where are we going here? Oh, it's just the same place. Just the same place. But yeah, it's so interesting to hear about this stuff. I could listen to it all day. Especially stuff about the defection, the stuff about Morax and stuff about their god. Like losing it, I suppose, as well, you could say. Like losing it's probably like not a nice term to say, but like how each of them felt about it. Though my power is still far from how it was in the past, thanks to your aid, I have regained much strength. Thank you. Next, we need to perform the ceremony. What effects will it have? It's been thousands of years since we last performed it, and the mountains, rivers, and spirit fanes have all changed a great deal. But if all goes well, what arrangement will resolve the issue? Well then, let's begin. This is actually gonna work? And this music as well. This whole thing has been so stunning. Is it gonna work? Or will Bluey like interfere again? Oh, Paimon's face. Oh, little Mao. This is beautiful. Again, the music framing this whole scene. Wait, are you serious? Where did it take us somewhere? The fog is dissipating. Oh my god. What's that? It's just like in the murals. You remember Paimon, the one with the two golden people? Yes, the one that they used to talk to the gods. You're impressive, Mal. Paimon didn't remember that at all. Behold the sacred mountain. Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's what he's talking about. In my era, to merely climb it was already transgress. It's just floating there, but the ancestral inhabitants of this place are gone, and the communing path lies waste and broken. Who shall judge us now? That is where the spear veins of Chenyu Vale converge. Though it's through it, I can transmit my adeptal energy through the veil, restoring its water and soil. We're only one step off from achieving our goal. Are you prepared, Wander? Let's do this. Indeed. Holy hell, it's just there? It's just there. Like you said, this would have been a transgression to have to go up here at any point. The fog dissipating, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, the fog was really pretty, but like seeing this place all in its like, true form is also very, very pretty. Can we still walk on water? We can. Yeah, look, I'm okay with that then. It's like, yeah, we no longer have the very, very, very gorgeous fog, but I'm still walking on water. This is amazing. So this is what they used to communicate with the gods then, before the Archon War. And she said it was a transgression to even like come here. Comedy Fujin, let's go. Do you not like it, Paimon? I'm gonna summarize what they're saying. No, Paimon just needs to, not use talking to talking fish. And we have these little creatures up here as well. Do we have to stop along the way or are we keeping going? Yep.
Let's light it up!
Sorry, pal.
Ring Come, sever night from day. Everybody stand.
Up to it, Monzai.
Garmin, oh no, I'm so sorry. He does not have enough health as well, guys. He does not.
Rain
Like, he is
outlines
not
your fate.
there yet with health and all this stuff. His artifacts aren't leveled up very much, so
Off we go. I'm going in.
like in reality, like every time he falls, it's my fault entirely. Yeah, let's give him a bit of food here so he can like survive whatever this is coming out.
Rest for the wicked.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse.
Let me weave you a verse.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Mighty mythical beast.
I actually like putting down the miasma because again, you get to see an instant change in the world.
Where do you want this stuff delivered to, boss?
Wherever you want, Common. Wherever you want. Is it down there we have to go? No, it's up here? What? Oh, I was like, what? Look at all the jade in the mountain as well. It's just a stunning quest. Like, all of it has been so pretty over and over again. It is that feeling of just feeling lucky, right? To even be here. To even see this type of stuff. And there he is. Or she is, sorry. She. Bluey. Lingwan, I perceived it would be you, so their name is Lingwan. And I do miss you so, but this really might be a bad time. So Bluey's name is Lingwan? Don't be like that, speak with me. The opportunity to speak will come, but it is not now, you know this. I know this, but I cannot allow it. Wait just a little longer. It will end soon. I do not like things up there, but it does not matter. Just leave it to me, Fujin. Do not come up here. Do not come up here? Whoa, tried to block us as well?
Everybody stand back. Rain outlines your...
Interesting. So Lingwan is like desperately trying to like stop us from actually like getting up here for some reason. But they said leave it to me, so obviously they know that there's some task that they can complete here at the very least. So that's interesting as well. So it's not like they're like going fully against this time. It's like they're trying to like figure out something to do as well. So interesting. This is so fun. Like, even though we're not controlling it, there's just like such like a fun spirit to being able to do this. Oh my god, we're right up against it. This looks like very boss territory as well, doesn't it? Look at this walk up here. I'm quite sorry for not being completely frank with you earlier. Though I came aware of in our travels, I do not wish to believe that my old friend Lingwan would be the source of the storm that buffets Chenyu Vale. So they were the source of the mist. That's where they're trying to keep the mist going on. Yeah. So that's what's going on. Yeah, because remember they growled and the mist came back into it as well. So why were they trying to keep the mist intact? She, Herblord, and I once defended Chenyu Vale together. To think that she would do something so wicked. Her disruption of the spear fangs has caused the miasma to propagate. And the one who stopped me performing the rite in the first was also her, for sure. But big sis Fujin, Blue, I mean, Lingwan isn't a bad person. I believe that to be true as well, Little Mao. I know, Little Mao, she's your friend, but at this time, she's the greatest threat to Chenyu Vale. Look at that. If she controls the sacred mountain, she will wield the power to completely alter the land of Chenyu Vale in a blink of an eye. This is stunning. The word stunning
just describes this whole quest. I fear that she's entered Xingwan Terrace before us. She means to rewrite the flow of the path to Spear Fanes. We have little time left. Wanderer, you have mastered the depth of energy available here in Chenyu Vale. Lingua and her familiars will not be your match. Please accompany for a time and aid. For the sake of the people of Chenyu Vale, I will form the ritual to open up the way to Xingwan Terrace. Please stay by my side and protect me. Yes, of course. Holy hell, we're doing a protection mission. Who? What are you doing? Oh, no, no, no. This would be, and I mean this would be like trivial if we had, Vaughn.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Oh, we can walk on that. Okay, that's
By
fine.
royal decree.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Did he die? No, because the wind thing just out here. It'd be so nice, and I'm just here's the thing, right? It'd be so nice if all of you guys could stay in a similar spot. Everyone separate! Oh, I shouldn't have told him that. Separate quickly!
Let me weave you a verb.
Quickly! Dissipate!
Mythical beast! Congratulations!
Congratulations whenever you hit someone, it's hilarious. Where's the other way? More over here? So it's round and round in a circle.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. No, my sword.
So nice. Yeah, that combo with the Gammon thing is so nice. I'd say I get down on that for you. I get down from here now.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
So freaking cool. This is the type of missions that like I love about video games, to protect the person as they're doing something, you know? Where are we going now? Over here?
Everybody stand back. On, reveal thyself.
Mighty mythical beast!
Nice. Is there another one? Yes. Oh god, big boy. No, 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 big boy. Big boy, no. Big boy, no. Big boy, no. I think I like doing the Fischl's lightning last sometimes.
Go ahead. Let me weave you a verb.
Up to it, Montai!
What was that? Will you not wait? Oh, we did it. Okay.
Your strength is feeble, you cannot match me. But do not worry, you will soon recover.
Ningguang, say no more. Water and I will stop you. We'll stop this plan to destroy Chenyu Vale. So they want to return to the order of nature, I guess, to the past, maybe? The ritual is complete. The gate to Chenyu Terrace is now open. Or at least make it inhabitable for people for humans, I suppose. The world seems to spin for one. When you open your eyes once more, you're already above the clouds. What? Oh my god.
Rain outlines
This is
your
going to be
fate.
so fun.
Everybody stand back.
Holy freaking hell. This location, this site. It's freaking amazing.
Midnight
this again.
Phantasmagoria.
A little bit of Goblin.
Happy return!
It would have been nice with Zing shows. Look at the tail also.
Ring cutter.
What's happening with this now? They said use the frozen state or something. It popped up on the screen very quickly there, but I didn't see exactly everything to do with it.
I'm going in.
Stop it now!
Where's the other ones? Is there other ones around? Oh, there is.
Time to act. Body and mind. Rain
The music
outlines
as
your
well.
fate.
It's so good. It's so like uplifting almost, I guess is the word for it. No, that music
Let me
is
read you a
stunning.
verse. Body and mind.
So it's hydro reactions.
Time to act. Huh?
I think we can do
By
this.
royal decree.
Is that a chest? I thought there was a chest for. Oh, she's here as well, by the way. I was just so enamored by this boss fight, how incredible it looked.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Rain outlines your fate. I summon thee. Ha!
Mighty mythical beast! Still
We were about to die there as well. But we can do this.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
Can we not? Is that not freezing points? Use melts for other reactions?
Insubordination.
It'd be great if we could have Oz out as well as we're doing this, because Oz could just like just chip away. There's no amount. There it is.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Gammon, well done.
Lingwan. Human, let me tell you what you shall do. Fire arrows at my heart. If you approach up close, strike me with your sword. I will fight you to the last. You are the only one who can fight. When I have crushed your neck, I will triumph.
No, I don't intend to kill you.
Why? I do not understand.
You're Fujin's friend.
You may ask me one question.
Like before as well. You still really care about doing things like that even though you lost, huh? Then let's exchange questions. Lil Mao, do you have any questions? Why do you have to fight? Why can't we all be friends? You bunch of two-legged...
And you, Fujin, you have not the strength to form two legs of your own, yet you wish to walk in their form and speak to me. But how can human and wild beast ever be friends?
So he believes that the harmony between human and nature is not something that can happen, I guess?
That's not true, but you're lying. If that's the case, why didn't you just let those beasts eat me back then? If humans and beasts can't be friends, then you're a beast. You shouldn't have helped me.
My actions are sometimes beyond even my own understanding. You are merely fortunate.
Why didn't you just eat the mountain as well? She almost bumped into you while we got lost in the fog at the foot of the mountain. I saw it.
You humans possess such wisdom that even nature submits to your will. In that case, you tell me, why didn't I eat her?
What kind of question is that?
Mr. Mount like sin is dear to the Adeptus. Or dear to Fujin.
Let's assume you're correct. She told me much about the Rain Jade Rite. Perhaps those memories affected my actions.
You actually remembered everything I told you.
Every year before the rite, you would tell me that and that white snake of how expectant you were, and how nervous. After the rite, you would tell us how the festivities were so fun and lively. You would always speak, and I could not help but listen. Only humans forget. I forget nothing. You have cleared this doubt of mind. Now you may ask the question.
Do you have any questions? So he's like saying that they don't even understand their own. Like, is that what they're saying? So they still remember. So obviously they still care. And you said you didn't kill the girl either, right?
Thank you, Wander. Just a while back in Lingwan, when I was telling the stories about our past. Why do you wish to recreate Chenyu Vale, which we fought so hard to protect? You planted tea trees, promising to enjoy tea with us. This too I remember, but that sort of tea no longer exists.
Yes. Okay. So I was right in saying they wanted to restore back the nature's order or whatever that was. I forget what the actual term was. I think it was the order, right?
I want to change this land. I want to make it like all those millennia ago. You have to walk with humans for too long. Have you forgotten that you and I and the snake all came from nature? I knew that you never truly perished and you did not depart this place like the snake. So I wish to change this place to form it, and when you were born all these years, I've been slowly adjusting the spirit veins.
Oh, I get it. So that's where the miasma came from.
Correct. Side effects in the end will possess the change in the soil, the waters in the forest to what they have been.
What the soil, waters, and forest should have been?
You should have forgotten the past. The rivers rose and fell with the rains, and their path was not fixed. The tea trees and flowers were not trimmed or cultivated, nor did they exist for humanity. In such an environment, you would regain your old form and frolic once more in a great river. So, oh my god, so like you're saying that you would once again become that carp. Spiritual power blanketed the land in those days. The wild shrub grew thick. Now the mountains and forests are silent, and the shimmering voices of the spring waters tinkling like jade can be heard no longer. But you don't understand. You still think you must stop me.
So what he's saying is like, before all this, the waters could do what they want. The nature could do what they want. Now they're cultivated, they're changed, they're adapted, they're rode upon in boats. Like all this stuff is like kind of like humans are kind of choosing the way of nature in some ways. And he's saying that if we go back to the past, the power that this will give off, the power of the old ways, like the power of the old form of nature will literally give you your powers back, will let you be what you want to be again. You can traverse again, you can frolic. I think when I count myself more blessed than most to have lived such a happy life, and in the end my soul returned to my home, you are the one who does not understand. Yes, I've never understood. After you defeated me, you should have taken my territory. You planted tea on my mountain and gave that land to the humans. I don't understand why you did this. So this is why he's saying this. After you defeated me, you should have taken my territory. You planted tea on my mountain and gave that land to the humans. I do not understand why you did this. So he's saying he wanted her to take the territory. She wanted her. Sorry.
Chenyu Vale was once but a nameless land, and we were nameless insects, beasts, and fish. I was the master of an uncultivated mountain, and today that place belongs to neither of us.
He's saying it belongs to the humans now.
You took human form and walked among them. You instituted the rain jade rite and helped them change the soil and water. I didn't understand then either, but I could see how happy you were. The snake changed into human form and used their knowledge to create medicines.
The snake is, it's Baiju's snake then. The medicines. Oh my god, I'd feel so silly if I didn't pick up. There's probably hints throughout the whole thing I wasn't picking up on. But that's so cool because it makes sense. They went for to live a life in Liyue Harbor. That's really freaking cool. So it was the three of them together. What happened? That's actually pretty sick. That's pretty freaking sick if that's the case.
What happened after caused me still more confusion. You fought alongside humans and their so-called gods, and you perished. Humans fighting each other over territory and survival. Now that I can understand. You both belong to the great river and the mountain forest. You could have chosen to leave them and live with me. Let the witched human belong to them, and nature belong to nature. Even if our territory were to shrink, we could still live freely.
So Lingwan is saying, like, even though, like, we wouldn't have much, at least we would still all be together. So this is literally just a pain of, like, no longer being together.
But now you wish to stop me and defend this land subdued by humanity. Answer me why.
My friend, it is as you say, I do wish to protect them.
Do not answer me with my own question. I was asking you why.
Someone might be a beast, but she sure cares about the order of things. Yes, 100% Paimon. That's how I learned so much from her. So you guys were discussing this stuff in the mountains?
No, not totally. That said, after hearing everything, Bluey said that about Big Sis Fujin, and I thought they'd be happy to meet each other. At first I was like you, I didn't understand humanity. I didn't enjoy their excessive demands and love of hoarding, and their external desires to have more than they need, while caring so little for the needy themselves, true. Trading wealth like you, I do not understand how these concepts, and I did not understand why they influence human joy and sorrow. But across the long years, I've also seen many other things. The cries of children break my heart, and the sound of an old person's shattered memory saddens me. That's such a beautiful line. Just as though it was all a microcosm of these mountains and rivers. Have you noticed them? Seen them? The children who wash their little feet in the streams. Fishermen laughing beneath the light of the rainbow's arc. The moonlight trice of lovebirds, their figures painted silver. Humans too are creatures of this land, just how different is their innocence from ours. You mean to say you have chosen to take their side, due to these emotions, not through natural principles of logic, and not due to anyone's orders.
I suspected the Herb Lord had much the same reasons as I. That said, I'm sure she'd put all of it very differently. True.
I remain unsatisfied with your answer, Fujin. I do not understand.
Do you not? I think I've understood it for a long time. When our previous gods raised the waters, it was you who brought your familiars around to attack the people and drive them to the shelters we had created. Oh my god, I just wish to help my friend. Look how beautiful they are to make their wishes a reality. They did that all for you. This whole thing is so they can be with their friends again. Even if this so means going against nature and the principles you follow? Even when going against nature and the principles I follow, I would do so anyway. And this is what they said as well. To keep the same way like they care about Little Mao. They went against their principles as well. Well, then are we all different? Then we aren't all that different, are we? Didn't you also choose your own position on account of your feelings?
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with your answer, Fujin. Now you may ask a question. May I ask the next question, Wander and Paimon? Ask away. Paimon can't really think of any good questions at the moment. Since you got one, you go right ahead. You acknowledge my you acknowledge my answer, acknowledge me, and acknowledge that you made choices based on your own feelings. Now let me ask you.
Don't ask.
You know what I'm going to ask you, right? If I needed your help, would you still make the same choice? That's right. What's your answer?
Yes, I would. Even should another 1,000 years pass, and if you asked me 1,000 more times, the answer would be the same.
In that case, Lingwan, I do in fact need your help. I truly wish to save the people of the Chenyu Vale, so please don't stop me from nursing the water and the soil, alright?
I promise you, Fujin, you have walked amongst humans for much time and have learned their cunning, while I am but a foolish beast.
No,
My claws and teeth are sharp, I have no match for you.
Thank you, Lingwan. So they're doing this for their friends. That's why they're doing this. And thank you, Wander, Paimon, and Little Mao. You've accompanied me for so long, and you've helped me a lot. I wouldn't have made it here without you. I'm happy to have helped you, big sis. I'm so glad that Bluey got to meet you all, too. I was sorry when you fought.
You've also my thanks, Wander and Little Mao. It was you who brought Fujin to me, though the circumstances of the meeting were not what I hoped for.
Yeah, because you just wanted to see his friends. And what about Paimon? Yeah, Paimon, if he doesn't thank you, we'll start the fight again. No! Stop! No! Paimon helps so much. He's our guide. Alright, then let's begin. We're gonna see it? We're gonna see it? Oh my god! Seeing Little Mao and her in the cutscene as well. Oh my lord, look at the size of her. I have chills already. We haven't even seen the full extent of this. Oh my god, it's gonna part the rain. Oh, Paimon's smiling, our smile too. That's so freaking beautiful. Big sis Fujin, big sis. That was stunning. Where did she go? Do you still understand? She was all around you thinking, yeah, she's gone. She used every bit of her power there. If that's the case, does that mean, yeah? That's so sad. But she struggles so hard to, and she's not going to get to enjoy it. Do we now finished nursing the soil and water? The miasma that remains will not disappear immediately, so you'll have to be careful out there. Oh my god! Okay, I'm feeling emotional again. Sorry for making you all see me like this. It's just as Lingwan said, I've completely used my energy. I accumulated recently and can no longer maintain my favorite form. Paimon thought that I thought you died as well. What's wrong? Nothing. Paimon's glad you're still here, Adeptus Fujin. Seriously, Lingwan. That's so okay, I literally thought she died. What about me? As long as you're still here, Adeptus Fujin. So wait a second, so you're saying... Oh, what about me? Wait. I don't know which answer to use here. I'm not quite sure of it. So my form has become. I'm far more comfortable than before. At first I was trapped at Cart's Rest and I could only reminisce about the outside world through the scent of the tea offerings. If I had not met you and Paimon, people in such compatibility with the spirit veins, I would have none but my shadow to talk to, much less able to leave Carp's Rest. Thank you for your concern. Please forgive me. I must depart now. I'll need a bit of rest. Another thing, Lingwan.
What else would you have me do or not do?
Nothing. I just didn't get to say due to the circumstances that prevailed before, but don't. It's good to see you again. That's so freaking sweet. And like they're like separated by like this like little circle here, but like I know. That is so nice that they got to see each other again. And to dissipate some of the bitterness as well.
Thank you all.
Where did that come from?
I should thank you for bringing her back safe, smooth, and slippery.
Even the way her fins move is the same as I remember. Oh my god, remembering those little details about your friend. Obviously, like I said, there's a bitterness here. There was a bitterness in Lingwan, and that's what I'm so happy about. I understand, like, Fujin shouldn't have even had to have done this. Fujin should just be able to, like, live their life in their form and appreciate humans like they always had. But it's very clear that bitterness in Lingwan, like, was carried with them for so long, seeing everything, the defection, the losing their friends. And it feels like it's finally dissipating. You sure have a strange way of remembering people or fish or whichever. I mean, that's just the little tiny details.
I don't know how you did it, nor were you able to obtain her adeptal energy. All these thousands of years, I never once heard her voice again.
It might be due to Wander's unique constitution.
However, but I'm a foolish beast, and if I want to see her again, I would not know of a better way.
I can only spend thousands of years clumsily imitating her methods and regulating the spirit veins in this land.
Holy hell.
I'm quite stupid. No, you're not. I know I knew this method, so I did it. It was akin to scooping every dropper from a rushing river or every grain of sand from the vast desert. So with, like, what they're saying is that they didn't know what to do, but they were trying this method even though they know it was probably going to fail. They were just trying anything, you know? I knew as well that she would not smile as she once did, even if these mountains returned to how they once were. She, I, and the snake once laughed and swam happily here. Those days will never come again. And they realize that now. They wanted that so badly, but that will never happen again. And it's so sad to think about, and it will be so hurtful. I'm even feeling it in my heart right now. But it's something that will... It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt so badly to accept that, to finally accept that. She loves humanity too much, even more than she loves herself. Had I succeeded, she only would hate me. That's true. That's such a good way of putting it as well. If you would have gotten them back together, or you would have been back together, but she wouldn't have appreciated it. She probably would have, like, ignored you forever. But that would not have mattered to me, as long as I could regain her form and swim free once more. And Paimon thought you were more concerned about nature. No, it was definitely for the friendship aspect of it, which is, you know, a whole other thing. Yeah. Well, no, yeah, they do care about nature as well, but I'm saying that the motivation, the true motivation was definitely, like, to regain that nature. A land untamed by humans, the land of the wild beasts, but that is different subject for the matter of Fujin. I think she thinks the land tamed by humans is better, and if the strange tea leaves grown on such a land taste superior, then I shall do what she pleases. So the tea leaves that were there now that tasted rotten were actually the original tea leaves that they would have had before. That was what they were saying earlier. So thank you. You're welcome. No, you're definitely welcome. Speaking of that, Paimon's curious, what did the tea leaves taste like in the past? Well, the land changed before. The tea leaves flavor was much closer to what it was in the past, apart from some differences due to human influences. Wait, so you mean the weirdly flavored tea cakes were... Yes, they were. That's what they were saying earlier. In that case, I prefer the current flavor profile. Tea leaves cultivated by humanity will be more to their liking, of course. What I do not understand is Fujin's tastes. If the snake was here, we could ask for her opinion, but perhaps her tastes have also become strange from spending so much time with the humans. Yeah, maybe. Before we go, Wonder, I have one final question for you. Those that come from nature will for some reason, go against nature, against the laws of nature originally followed. Will humans also go against humanity, against the principles they initially followed for certain reasons? I feel like this question is going to be answered so thoroughly in a few years' time in Genshin. I feel like by the time we end this arc of this game, that question is going to be answered so thoroughly.
You may as well just said yes. Yeah, true. He's got me. He's got me. She's got me. I keep saying he, she. Thank you. I've received the answer I desired. Well done, little Mao, Wanderer Paimon. We shall meet again.
All right, then. See you later, Bluey. Also remember to take care of Big Sis Fujin. She seemed kind of weak right now, so she could use some extra care.
I will. Farewell. Yeah. Please wait, Lingwan. I have a question for you as well. If human activities are part of the laws of nature, how would you view humanity? A strange question. Distance past were indeed part of nature, but they are so no longer. That is because... No, I need to give this question more thought. Next time we meet, I will give you my answer. So respectful of us. Holy hell, this whole thing. Everything about this was absolutely incredible. Like, look at this. Look at what we're witnessing. Even now, like I said last time, even now there's so many things about this game that blows my mind. So they wanted to... Such a beautiful place. They wanted to create... They wanted to bring back the old ways because they thought it would, like, in their hearts, it would bring back what they felt before with their friends. With Herbold, the snake that I think is with Baiju, maybe? The times that they had together, but literally that's never going to happen again. You can't bring back the past in that way. I think it's a desperate thing where it's like, I want to be with my friends again. I want to have that feeling again. But they ended up, you know, almost doing something that, like, you know, because we talked about in this episode how humans will move forward, how the world will move forward. I guess one side is seen as destruction of what the humans are doing, while the other side, from Fujin's perspective, is like a harmony, I suppose, I guess. Oh, there they are. You're back.
We're just saying the good rainfall's about to bring good tidings, and you know what, dear guest? You arrived on time. How did it go? Well, tell me about it.
It was all thanks to Adeptus Fujin. We were able to clear the source of the anomalies. So you met the legendary carpet Adeptus? Oh my, as one would expected the young master of the Fey and Commerce Guild. You really do have friends in high places. Now your water and soil problems should be no more.
Oh, well, old Lou, what did I say? I told you it was a soil problem, but you wouldn't listen. If it wasn't for them, who knows when our tea leaf problem would be solved.
Regardless, thank you both for your help, honored guests. With your help and protection of the carpet Adeptus, I'm sure our village will surely see a great harvest of tea leaves this coming year. Please take these as a token of our thanks.
I almost forgot. We came across this kid during events. He's from this village too.
Uncle Lua, I'm back. Well, this new little Mao. Finally a mind to come back, huh? That's so he's always doing adventures. You don't seem worried at all. What is there to fret about? This kid runs around the mountains all the time and he always comes back safe after getting tired. If you ask me, there's been an Adeptus looking after him in secret all along. Yes. You know, maybe that might have been like said Carp Adeptus.
I said before, there wasn't an Adeptus, it was Bluey.
All right, little Mao, don't argue with Luo here. He's just pretending to know what he's talking about. Come to my place later, I'll make you some egg custard.
That sounds amazing. Oh my god, little Mao, what a great character. And now you tend to be a good person. What do you mean pretending to know?
And I guess I don't really know how to repay you, dear guest. If you should need any help in the future, the village will be there to lend you a hand.
It was my pleasure. It really was. Absolutely my pleasure for this whole thing. What a quest. What an incredible quest. It was stunning. It was an absolutely stunning quest. And like, I think that like some of it was confusing for me, but I think it's just kind of, it got doled out as we're going forward. I think the crux of the whole story was that humans have changed the world a lot. They've changed the world a lot. Look at the way they direct the water. The water just flows where we want it to at this point because we make stuff like these riverbanks and like these stone structures. The plant life changes. Everything is cultivated. The land doesn't get to grow as freely as it once. And that is something that, like, you know, maybe from someone from an olden time like Lingwan probably would have a problem with. But there's also then a sense that like from Fujin's perspective, Fujin has seen how this place has grown from this perspective within the human's perspective, and seen like, oh my god, like all the stuff they're able to do, all the stuff that they deserve to have a life as well. And a lot of them care about each other, they care about the world. Yes, there's some that are bad, some suck, some are really terrible, but some of them like really will help out, and they really will help each other out. But I also feel like it's like the idea of Lingwan's ideas came from the idea of like them looking at this as not harmony, but like kind of like a destruction of their past. Lingwan was trying to restore that order so they could relive their past. And it's such an understandable feeling to have, the one of like, I want to go back and relive this thing. Those times were better, right? Those times were way better. And we saw in the end, Lingwan would have done anything to see their friends happy, and they thought that this would have eventually made them happy. They even said earlier, don't stop me. You will be able to return to your form. In this fog, you were a carp again. But in the end, like, I think they said, like, because of our constitution, they were still able to, like, retain their form, I guess? Which, again, is very strange for us, too. Not gonna ever claim to understand that fully. Oh, but I also love, like, the jade right stuff that they added in this as well. So, because while it's a cool tradition, I also feel like the changing of the taste of the tea leaves is what was also, like, a representation of the changes of the way that Lingwan tasted the world, right? That was the start of this change that they just did not like about this entire world, which was the idea that if the tea leaves are changing, that means my life is changing, that means my past has changed. And restoring the taste of the tea leaves is not just restoring the tea leaves themselves, it's restoring that past, that feeling of the past. That change is represented in the taste of those tea leaves. Because the changing of the taste almost represents that harmony, while the past is represented by the former tasting leaves, or the taste of the leaves, I should say. One of the two Calvin from the Future inserts I'm going to be doing here, I wanted to say about like Little Mao and all the characters here. I know I forgot quite a few things because it was 8 months ago, but I know, no, not even 8 months ago, it was like 11 months ago. But I know you guys will cut me some slack with that thing. I think it's very funny because even like, you know, after coming back from editing it, some patrons were laughing as well. They were like, did you even remember who gave you the mission in the first place? But I still think it had an impact, and I really do like these characters. They had great designs. I'd love to see them again, honestly, at some point. For real. And Mao is such a great, fantastic character. Having a character like a sponge that like, and again, the embodiment. It's such a good thing to have the embodiment of like the humans progressing forward. This is a human that cares about the past, that listens about the past, and then changes Bluey's, Lingwan's perspective, because now they're like, well, this human I would protect, I would save them because they care about this. It's like, yeah, there's more humans like that out there. There are. So it was such a strong idea to have us here as someone who is trying desperately to protect Fujin and save Fujin and help Fujin, and having little Mao as someone who would listen to Bluey all the time and cared about the land and cared about the world and the past and the history, because it shows Lingwan that yes, Fujin is right in some sense, where it's like the humans may have like done some horrible stuff, but there's so many amazing people out there as well living their lives, and she doesn't want to ruin that for them. I wonder if it's a feeling of like our time has passed, let them live on, right? But I also felt like she wanted to live in harmony as well though with them, right? She loved living with them. Oh, also, I should say as well, I said I was only going to do two Calvin from the Future inserts. I'm very clearly excited to talk about this. Baiju Steak, being the Herb Lord. This is something that, like, obviously I didn't pick up on throughout this whole thing, and I'm sorry I didn't mention it afterwards. I think the reason why I didn't mention it afterwards is because there was so much stuff going on. Like, this is one of, like, the most, like, intricate stuff with so much information and so much things I probably did miss. But the reason I want to talk about it afterwards is because I actually think that at first I was kind of like, I'm kind of disappointed they weren't in this story. Like, they didn't add them to the actual story itself. But then I changed my tune, like, as I was editing, because I was like, oh, yeah, like, I should probably do an insert talking about how, like, I'm a little bit disappointed he wasn't in the story. But then I was like, wait, that makes sense. Like, why would he be in the story? Like, why would he be physically there? Because then not only would you have to add Baiju to it, but also they've moved on. They're the representation of, like, there's three friends here. One of the friends is trying to create harmony. The other friend is trying to bring back the past. Herblord has moved on. Herblord has moved on and found a life for themselves. It's the three representations of what happened after, or like what's kind of happened after the Archon War. And I'm like, that makes perfect sense. And like instantly I was like, okay, I'm wrong. That's fine. Perfect. Yeah, and obviously, like, I think Lingwan's perspective is also fair, where it's like, yes, the humans have like took this land for themselves. He was even frustrated, like, hey,
You should have taken my home, not the humans. I wanted it for you. Now none of us have it. That's such a like it's such a weirdly understandable point of view, you know? I think this whole thing was understandable. An amazing quest, guys. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I'm going to say thank you so much to Never Gonna Pay the Baby Gangsters here now on Patreon. Thank you so much for always supporting the series. We have the Lantern Ride Festival coming up tomorrow, 2024. And it's so good that we have Goblin with us today. If I missed some stuff and like misinterpreted some stuff, please do let me know. Thank you so much for always doing that. You're like the net that catches all the information from Yondour as well. Oh, we also got to learn about... That's stunning, by the way, Goblin. That's stunning. Is that a different color? Tyfire 2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicitas Felix, Yuld, Raj, Anusta, Malcolm Godet, Death Trap, Link Sparky, Assassin, Alpaca Juice, Eopsy, Xander Whatever, and True Peanut Butter. And Gamin, you're doing the thing all the week this week. You tell him, Gamin. Let's go. Perfect. Thank you, Gamin.